Christ.
Take my
almighty.
eyes, but not my shit.
Take my eyes, but not my shit.
All right, go ahead.
Welcome to the Garage with Evan and friends. Follow us on the podcast Garage on Instagram. We're on we're on iTunes, Google Play, Podbeam, Shazam, Kaza, Napster. We're on all that good shit. To the left, Ryrick, on the ones and twos. Producer of the year. He's still a rookie. We're all rookies. Today's guest, very special guest, old school. As old school as I can possibly get.
For sure.
My oldest friend, and not by age, just by years of being friends, Mr. Mike, the Bert, Bertolini.
Yeah, what up, what up?
Yo. Now, me and Bert go back to 94?
Definitely.
Kindergarten.
Yeah, so definitely 94.
Now, how I remember meeting Bert or knowing Bert would be Uncle Shives dating your mom? Is that how we... Is that how... I mean, it had to be, right?
There's no other way.
Yeah, I mean, we both went to Constellation, obviously, but I think we met even before kindergarten.
Yeah, well, my dad said that he knew your dad.
Oh, yeah, they
Forever.
definitely.
And then...
I think they boxed... Him and Shivo boxed with each other
Costello's.
at Costello's.
Mm-hmm.
That's hilarious. Well, when you're from, like, a neighborhood, everybody just knows each other.
Tight-knit neighborhood, too.
Definitely. Still kind of is. Not really.
Well, they're all fucking tight niche neighborhoods. Like
well,
even when you go somewhere like down the shore or something like that,
Yeah, but...
and you go somewhere that everyone in your fucking neighborhood goes,
yeah.
everybody knows fucking everybody still, and
Yeah.
you're
But
nowhere
if you
near
go to
home.
Mayfair, not everybody knows each other. Like in Tacony, you can name each family that's still there.
Yeah. Well, Mayfair's a lot bigger than Tacony, right? I guess.
True. Holmesburg.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You might
Holmesburg knows each other, right?
in areas
Because I feel like they're still Tacony.
Yeah, Holmesburg is it's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
in areas of Mayfair. I'm sure it's like that.
Yeah, true.
Wissinoming's pretty big, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's like... I feel
Know
like...
who's like its own little city to me, like its own little island? Bridesburg.
Oh, for sure.
That's like its own little, like, one street in, one street out. Like, that's like a little city.
That's like old school.
That's
they have
old
not
school.
moved out of the neighborhood in forever.
You were born
Not allowed
there.
to.
You're
You're not allowed
born
to.
there and you die there. That's like old tough families with old. I mean, that's
Especially
just
now,
old.
though.
That's like when we get into like the whole Philly talk, where like people are like, "Oh, I'm from South Philly." Everyone wants to rep and say like their area's the best. It doesn't matter. It's all kind of the same. It's just like, as long as you have good friends and like good company, shit's the same. Because a lot of the families stay in the same area, like we were just saying, Tacony and shit. But I mean, they're
Plus, like I don't know how you can say that your area is the best when you can't really relate it to anywhere else. Like if that's where you grew up, you didn't also grow up somewhere else.
yeah. I mean,
So like
people
if
just
you
have so much
grew up
pride.
there, you think that's the best because that's where you grew up, and you're like, oh, we used to go to this park and we used to go play basketball.
I mean,
over
the
here,
only
and
thing
we
you
used to-
compare it to is like what team sports you played on. Like,
But even then...
Holy Terrors would beat Vogue's ass. I'm like, oh, I don't know.
Well, listen, I have Tacony tattooed on me, so...
That's right.
I'm definitely going to be biased on this
That's right.
conversation.
That's right. That's what I'm saying though.
Yeah,
It's
you're a
just
big
like,
Bridesburg fan, right?
People
Is that-
just like to be parts of teams almost. So like they like to rep their. But it's
I feel like almost the playgrounds
mm,
butt heads more than anybody.
yeah. Playgrounds were a big thing.
Because like if you played at Vogue, you played basketball at Vogue,
Yeah.
soccer at Vogue, baseball at Vogue, and then
Right.
if you were a St. Matt's kid, you played at Terrors.
What about Distant Rec? Nobody played there, but like that was our
No-
stomping ground.
Yeah, but no teams came out of there. That's
Yeah.
why. Besides
I just saw
Leo's.
Leo's and Constellation.
They tried to run that league.
Which is so confusing that St. Leo's and Constellation wasn't just made in the one school.
And Joseph's.
And St. Joseph's, the Ukraine school,
Mhm.
which made no sense to me,
0.
directly across the street from
The wreck.
Distant Rec.
Mm-hmm.
Is Bernard's considered Tacony or no?
No, Holmesburg, because it's on the other side of Cotman.
Okay.
So that wouldn't even be...
I like Bernard's guys, I think. I don't have any. I don't think I know that many off the top of my head. No,
Padlo.
Padlo's a Bernard. Oh, yeah, he's right there by Mayfair Diner.
You had Padlo, and then you had
Comatel.
Steve
Kyle.
McCluskey, too. He's part
Okay,
of
cool.
Comatels.
Yeah, so everybody's the same shit. Because once you go to high school, there's only 2 fucking high schools, 3 high schools to go to.
Mhm.
Boys' school.
North
Not anymore.
Judge,
Yeah, North Judge,
Little
Roman.
Flower, and then Hubert's.
Ryan is a little out there. That's a little.
Yeah, Ryan.
Not far, but that's when people start being like, nah, we ain't friends.
But now
we ain't friends. You go to Ryan, we ain't fucking friends, dog. You up by Franklin Mills and shit? Fuck you.
But now you have like all the charter schools.
Yeah, charter schools run shit.
Yeah,
As they should.
Franklin.
As they fucking
Franklin.
should.
That's where I
Yeah.
should have went.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy where I went, but fuck the Catholic schools, fucking creeps. But like usually, like I was saying, just your neighborhood is just I don't know. Everyone's just like a tough family. There's fucking 6 of everybody. You know what I mean?
Or if you're talking about the Viscus, there's like 20 of them.
20 of them. There's 25 Donatellis. 28 Lutzes. They're all over the place. So, what do you have to say about it, Rye?
It's. I mean, I moved over when I was 4, so
You really
I
didn't
feel
get
like I'm.
I moved at the worst possible time that you could move. Freshman year of high school.
And your parents thought about it. They're like, "We want to move. When should we move? Let's make it the worst for Ev. Fuck him.
My dad's
Nobody
like, I
likes
have
him.
a perfect time. Freshman year. What do
Nobody
you
fucking
think?
likes him. He'll find
I
his own
was
fucking
like,
friends.
God,
bowl
damn.
cut,
Yeah.
red hair, coming over to
Red bowl cut.
Blonde highlights in that bitch too. Not fucking around. Wasn't even fucking around.
not the
Fucking
not
strawberry
the quietest
lemonade.
kid ever. Not the
Not
quietest
worrying
kid
about
ever,
it.
So he
I'll
definitely
take-
stuck out.
It was so terrible in the beginning. It was so fucking terrible.
That's because you're a fucking dork.
It was so terrible. Me and Adamski. There's a picture of our first day of high school. Me and him. He had jet black hair.
I thought you were gonna say he had blonde dyed hair.
No.
Guy Fieri.
No. Guy Fieri was his new thing.
I heard that on the radio today. I started cracking up.
Yeah. Fucking Flavor Town.
No, but he made the switch to North, didn't he?
Yeah, he went to North sophomore year. His parents gave in. My parents were like, no shot. Don't even shot. I was like, oh, Adamski. Don't. They're like, nah.
For 2 years and then Judge for 2 years. Definitely the best decision ever.
I was going to say, what did you like better?
See, there were 2 different things though. Like you had the scumbag fun time at North.
Oh,
And
shit.
then you had like the cool, like laid back, same type of like funniness from like North, but it was like laid back more at Judge. Middle of class, you get hit with like a textbook at North. You know what I mean?
And it was from the teacher.
Oh yeah, it was from the teacher.
Dude.
I've seen full hoagies go across and hit teachers in the face
Dude,
during
so
cycle.
what did they call it when we were in 8th grade and we would go and like you would go test out high schools? You would go to the high school for the
Visitation day.
Visitation day. So a bunch of us went to North.
I think all of our
all the
friends,
boys. Well,
yeah.
we graduated with like fucking 12 dudes.
No, it was we had 32 people in our grade, and I think we had 10 boys.
So we were getting all the chicks. All the chicks were all over us. So you go to visitation day, and we're at North. And it's
Did you guys just have like one class?
Yeah,
Yeah.
one class you would
Like
switch.
you just
6th grade,
The
you switch
teachers would
between
switch.
5th and 6th. Yeah,
the
and
teachers
then
would
7th
switch
and
instead of getting the
7th
kids
and
up
8th
and
you'd
shit because
switch.
they didn't want no riffraff.
no
Swear to God.
shit.
Yeah.
And when you were
You just
switching
sat in the same
classes,
seat all fucking day. You're like,
All
God
when you
day.
switch
damn.
Fucking
classes,
little
it
baby
was-
farts.
you know, you got them jabs thrown in, coming
yeah.
across
Oh,
the
Well,
hall.
you had to. You weren't switching
Yo, it's
classes
time
that
for
often.
it's time for literally it was like we were in solitaire and like you would get
Right.
break for recess. He'd be like, "You're fucking done. You're fucking done. See you in the bathroom, bitch."
Catch Brian Wahi running around the library.
Do you remember that? Doing communication envelopes. Oh, fucker was fast too.
He
Holy
was so fast.
He was fast.
Communication envelopes? What the fuck are they?
Literally stuffing envelopes that would go to home to your parents. So like, that was like everybody had like
Like
jobs
when you got in
and
trouble?
No,
like,
just
in
general information.
Like there was
Oh.
no internet or like you wouldn't get emails, so everybody would have to take home this big like
Like an orange manila
envelope, and your parent would have to
envelope.
sign it. There was just like a number 1 through 20, and then whatever it was, 20 weeks. So you would go home every Wednesday, and they would shove it in with like what was for lunch this month, and like all that shit. Like there was no fucking email. Fucking
When it was getting stuffed, it wasn't like the teachers doing it. It was the kids.
every
So
kid
it'd
had
be
like a
like-
job in the class.
So it'd be like 4 kids sitting over in the library, which is excluded from the other side of the building.
yeah, well, all right, hold
And
on.
you
here,
get
let's
away
break-
with a
let's break
lot
this-
of
all right, let's
trouble
break
over
this
there.
So
down.
it was like solitary because you
Oh,
were in
dude.
jail. You had your fucking
Dude,
job.
if you gave us any type of space, it was on.
Did some of you scoop fucking potatoes on the lunch trays too? What the
Dude,
fuck?
it was fucking on. I'll tell you about this lunch guy who used to come over and cut our pizza with scissors. He used to. You want your pizza cut? He pull out a fucking blade of scissors, like just Edward Scissorhand, and cut your pizza in half because the pizzas were like round, like little like, well, whatever you would want to call them, little like Tony type
hot
things.
lunches.
Right.
Dude, hot lunches.
Hot lunches.
So here, let me just break down Constellation. So it was not the biggest. Obviously, there was probably 400 kids in the whole school.
yeah, we had the
It was
biggest
K,
class.
K through 8th
God
grade.
damn.
I'm almost positive. I think we had 36 students, and we had the biggest class that graduated.
Yeah, it was tough. The best part is wearing a uniform. I missed wearing a uniform. I wish we had that in high school.
Not
so,
winter. Them vests were corny.
You know, I didn't give a fuck what I looked like. It was just cool. You can just not look for clothes in the morning.
Right,
Instead of missing, I'm like, did I wear this already this week or what? Like, it sucked.
That was always one of like the pros of uniforms. Like you don't have to worry about shit.
But I'm
You
saying
just
like it didn't
get
even
up
have to
and put
be
on your
as
fucking uniform.
Yeah, it didn't have to be as strict as Catholic school. But like you see like Frankentown, any charter
they're
school, like you
simple.
just wear khakis and a polo
Yep,
or
they're
a
simple.
hoodie that says the fucking mast, whatever,
Mhm.
and you wear a pair of sneakers. All right, so consolation was you go down to the basement. It wasn't huge. It was like this big square.
Good
but,
start. It's a
well,
good
you gotta
start.
That's where the cafeteria was. Creepy as fuck. With a
Yeah, like
stage.
dungeon.
With a stage. Creepo. The bathrooms down
With a
there. and
tile
shit.
floor.
Dude, it wasn't even tile. It was like concrete
Yeah,
tile. It was
yeah.
like it was
It looked like a dungeon.
dark, wooden walls. There was barely any lights in there.
Mm-hmm.
Or not lights, windows.
It was like those old, like if you were to walk into your grandma's house in the basement, it's like those old wooden walls, like those real
Yeah,
dark
panels.
Right.
Yeah, like panels. Yeah, yeah.
All right, so like lunch.
Is that where Jim was too?
No, we
They
had
have
a
a
park. You know, have you ever been to the garage like where my parents used to live? Like that park was. Anyway, well, the church had this huge parking lot.
Yeah.
I'll give you the whole breakdown of everything right here. So, the basement was creepy as hell, but it was big as shit. Like there was only like 2 different lunches. It was like 12, 12:30. So half the school would go at one time,
Double lunches.
and then another half would go at the other time. And then you'd go out into the. So you would eat lunch for, say it was a half hour. You eat lunch like 15 minutes and go out and fucking wrestle in the goddamn schoolyard for, the other 15. But 7th and 8th
Well,
grade
I was gonna say,
got to
that's
go
through
to the
middle
church parking lot, which was across the street, and it was huge.
Mhm.
So that was fun.
Basketball
There was a
net.
basketball net there.
So you had recess all the way up until high school.
We had recess and lunch, yeah.
Yeah,
That's wild.
recess, and then you
Recess,
had
yeah.
like
You
I
used
feel
to
like-
get a pretzel.
I feel
That
like
was another
recess
thing.
usually
Pretzel
starts.
money would be in the communication envelope.
I feel like recess usually stops at like 5th grade.
My mom was like, "You ain't getting a pretzel." People would be eating pretzels and shit. I'd be like, "Fuck."
like I'm not getting my people would be
Salty?
Like, I'm not
Get
getting.
it?
No, dude, the
I'm
pretzels
not getting
were
my pretzel. I'd be
so
like, all right, well, get it. I'll
so
eat it.
soggy. Ugh. So and then you would go to the first floor, which had principal's office, and this is like
Kindergarten.
above. It's like everything's like above ground. It was like a huge, tall building, but like kind of narrow.
Like you walk up and up
Yeah,
into
you
it.
up into
you
it,
walked
yeah.
up into it.
So then it was all right. Principal, Miss T's office, who's the secretary, and then you would have like the staircase was to the right, and then you would have first, second, and then nurses kindergarten, first, second, kindergarten, and the nurse's office on the first floor. Then you hit the second floor, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, jammed in there. And it's weird because 6th grade you're starting to kind of get into an age where you're like, all right, dude, next year we're going upstairs, which is the library, and it's 7th and 8th grade. So you're like kind
This
of
is
ready.
it.
You're kind of ready
Yeah,
for
the
shit.
library
Like,
and the computer room.
and the computer
So
room.
you were really like secluded up there.
Yeah, so it was literally up there, 7th and 8th graders just ready to fucking who runs the library, who runs the computer room. But like 6th grade, you're just like, all right, I'm ready to go upstairs because 3rd grade is fucking way younger than 6th grade. You'd
Oh,
go to
yeah.
the bathroom and shit, and a little motherfucker have his pants, little motherfucker have his pants down and shit, and like
All
his
the
little,
way to his
yeah,
ankles.
all the way down to his ankles and shit. You go up and smack his ass and shit. But yeah, what are you doing, dude?
Put your
like,
fucking pants up.
but like the first floor would go up to the 3rd floor to go to the bathroom because like the second
I forgot little kids with their pants.
they pull their pants straight down and shit.
Oh, my
And these were
God.
the long ass fucking urinals too that would go from like the ground up and shit. So like
So they're
ain't
peeing
mi-
on their pants.
That's what I'm saying. Like your fucking belt might be in some piss at the bottom, like just dripping in that shit. So you just walk in, you see like a bare ass and shit. You're like, fuck, man. And then 1st graders and 2nd graders and shit would go all the way up to the 3rd floor. That's when it would be real awkward because you're like 14 and you're starting to get like hair on your dick and shit. Like,
Why do they go up to the 3rd
For
floor?
the
does it-
library.
yeah, well,
In the computer room?
yeah, in the computer room and shit. But like,
Oh shit! I thought you were talking about to go to the bathroom.
they could
Nah.
too. I forget, but
I don't think so.
I don't fucking know.
No.
I was
But
gonna
either
say,
way,
what the fuck
anyway,
they
they
going
were
up
up
to
there
3rd?
sometimes.
Yeah, here, 1st grader.
And it would just when you're 14, you don't need to see little kids and shit. Like
Right.
you're already confused about your own dick, and all of a sudden you're walking by and you're seeing kids like pissing and shit. First of all, you would hang out in the bathroom because there was nowhere to hang out.
Yeah.
Kids are
Such a
coming in
small
and
school.
pissing and shit. You're like, what the fuck, man? And they're pissing all far away and shit. So you see their little fucking meat and potatoes hanging out and shit. You're like, this is fucked up, dude. Like, what's going on here?
You would hear them people coming up too.
So
They'd
anyway, where were we getting to?
stampede in up them
Where were we
steps.
getting to? The whole class jobs and shit. People do their shit, and so the communication envelopes, like you said, we didn't have like email lists and shit like that. So all the letters that needed to go out that were important.
Mhm.
Right.
Fucking activities of October. What's for lunch? Here's an envelope to put the
Essentially
lunch
the
money in.
spam that you would get
Yeah.
in your email.
Right.
And Who was it? There was another thing too, because I think me and Bert did communication envelopes, which we used. You just milked it. Like the teachers didn't even fucking care.
Was it just like putting the books away?
It was something else. Something with folders, test folders. Because I think we used to look at everybody's grades and shit, and be like, this motherfucker got an F. Like, no, we didn't get
He
Fs.
dumb as shit,
We
yo.
got numbers.
No.
Or did we get
Fs? Because
Yeah, because you would get like good, VG.
VG.
VG was very. I guess that was the 90s.
Very good. Very
What
good.
the fuck is it? I used to get satisfactory. I guess that was an F.
Passed. You got it.
Satisfactory? Yeah. It was an F.
You
I
did
don't know.
just enough.
It was fucking nuts. Anyway, communicating. You would just any chance you got, any little daylight you got to get your fucking hands on somebody.
I'm trying to think of what that other.
Because remember those back stairways too. You could hang out
where you
with.
clap the erasers.
Hold on.
There's a solid chance if you walk down one of us right there, you're getting hit with
You're
a
gonna
eraser.
This is
fucking hit with
legit
a
like a
razor.
fucking prison. Like everyone, no one's even learning anything. Everyone's just doing their job.
No. Dude, because you had to keep your school bags. You don't change classrooms. So
Right.
like you would keep your school bags out in the hallway, like on hooks and shit, or if your room had the classroom. Oh my god! Yo, if you would catch a motherfucker in the fucking.
I love how you waited for Bert to take a sip before you.
Oh shit! Bert's spitting all over the fucking flowers. Oh shit! If you could catch a motherfucker.
The closets? The closets? Oh, you were
If
fucked.
you could catch a
were
motherfucker in
fucked.
the closet, dude.
I don't get it.
No. So in some of the classrooms, you would
Bird, help
behind the blackboard. There would be like a little like a closet where everybody would hang their stuff at, and you used to hide with the book bags on top of you, and people would walk by, and all of a sudden you would see feet. Right, you would see feet, and you'd be like, "Fuck!"
If you see the feet, it's too late.
Yeah, you were getting
'Cause
dipped
they-
on by
they
like
see
4 or
you.
5 kids already. Shit. Like,
There's already a plan in
like,
place.
yo, Ev didn't get his shit yet. Let's go in the
Oh,
closet.
God.
You hear him creep in real fucking
Oh,
slow, and
fuck.
you would hear him try to scramble out.
Yo.
It was done. You
But
were
like-
it was a wrap.
But like guys and girls would be in the same closet and shit. So like, girls beware. Like, dudes, yo, and there was no like play punching. Like you were like kidding, not really trying to hurt some people, but like, you get fucked up. Like,
Hit with book bags.
and then if you got a detention and shit, it was like a big deal. They let a lot go.
Yeah, they were pretty lenient.
They let a
We
lot
got in
go.
a lot of fights. Never got really.
Yeah, you
too
didn't
much
really get
trouble.
like there was no. It would be impossible to get suspended. You literally would have to miss school to get suspended
Yeah.
like-
I don't.
because there was so many fights.
They were
dude.
super laid back at the school.
I mean, it is what it is. There's
I mean,
fucking.
we had carpets. We
Yeah.
had our school was nice.
Yeah,
we
they
had air
redid it like
conditioning.
midway through our thing. We had air conditions in the rooms and
fresh
shit.
computer lab.
So with these jobs that you guys had to do, did you get to like choose them?
I
Some
feel
kid-
like,
like
I
a
feel like it
sign?
rotated. to
Yeah,
be
I
completely
think it
honest with you.
rotated every
What was the
quarter.
best one?
It was definitely doing envelopes because it wasn't. Like, it really wasn't anything.
No, you just sit there and stuff it with shit.
So what were some other jobs?
Erasers.
Clean the boards.
Yeah, wiping down the boards after the class was
Chalk,
done.
everything was chalkboard. There was no whiteboards.
Yeah.
Cleaning chalkboards, clapping erasers. Well, if you did, I can see you clapped erasers.
I'm trying to. I don't think that was. I think that might have been it.
Yeah, it might have been pretzels. You
No,
gave
yeah,
up pretzels at halftime.
Yeah, you get
Or halftime.
time.
Recess.
After the third quarter.
Oh shit,
Oh man, grade schools.
dude! In 8th grade, girls started getting hot too.
Mm-hmm.
They would wear like those shorts underneath their skirts and shit. Was fucking
Them
banging.
shorts got real short
They
too
started getting
around
real,
then.
dude. I think thongs came out in our senior year too, dude. It was or not senior year, 8th grade. It was fucking banging. Dude, remember because like everybody was dressed in uniform, so it was so cool when you got to hang out on Fridays and like see people dressed in like clothes that weren't their uniform. So you see girls and we get all dressed up.
Jim
and shit.
Nuss's house on a
Yeah,
Friday
we'd be there
night.
Friday, every single Friday.
It was
fucking great. He
unreal.
had dude.
He
it
had
was
2
just
houses on the same block. The
amazing.
one house was empty. His dad was just renovating it,
Yeah.
and it was literally just like a playhouse. The basement was decked out in PlayStation
Mm.
stuff. There was DJ stuff with lights.
Dude,
It
but it
was
was just
mayhem.
so
So-
funny. You'd be
so
like,
he
oh,
just
let's
let
play.
you, like-
everybody.
You'd be
He
like,
let you,
oh,
like, do whatever
let's
the fuck
play
you
hide
wanted.
and go seek in the dark. You're like, yeah, and you find a girl. You're like, yo, you trying to kiss? Like dumb shit like that.
Fuck yeah.
It was fucking great. Oh my god, I'm trying. I don't.
And
wanna
they knew
call
the
out
game.
any, like the girls' names.
Nope,
and shit,
that's
but
why I kind of stopped talking.
I don't want
about
to. Like we'd go to. Remember the girl who lived behind me? I'm not calling out anybody's names, but remember the girl who lived behind me?
Mm-hmm.
We'd go to. She had cool parties, like when she would have like a birthday
dope
party.
house.
I remember the girls were on the dude, and this is creepy to say now that I'm older, but it's not like I'm talking about younger kids because I was their
Right.
age.
It's not you now.
That's what I'm saying. So like, is that creepy that I'm thinking about girls who were 14 now, but it was me. Like, it was they're my
You're remembering
age.
from when
I was 14
like
with them.
we experienced. It's not
Anyway,
like,
so it was like a cool thing to be like, we're like, oh yeah, we'll flash. You're just like, oh shit, and like they'd show their little ass fucking tits. You're like, oh shit, but I was like so cool back then. Like thinking back it now, you're like, oh fuck, is this weird to say? But like, or they like have thongs. They're like, you know, we wear thongs. You're like, you wear what? And like they show their butt.
So you're
and
just
stuff.
ass cheeks are
You're
hanging
like,
out all
damn, let's
day.
go
all of a
butts.
sudden those
Damn,
tight
dude.
pants got a little
my
bit
little
better.
my little fucking egg roll was just hard as a fucking rock. You didn't even know what to do.
But nobody could see it anyway. So
No,
Nope.
I mean 8th grade we started drinking.
Way before that. 6th grade.
You think?
Uh-huh.
Nah, not
Me, you, C. Lutz, Gallagher. We drank and then we went to Conchetta's.
Nah, that couldn't have been.
Yeah, Conchetta's.
I would say 7th or 8th grade. Well, 8th grade definitely because my parents moved
Yeah.
to Cinnaminson while I
And-
was still going to Our Lady of Consolation. So my parents left, and my dad was like redoing the Cinnaminson house, and it was just me and Corey. Corey's my sister. We were in the house waiting for me to be done Consolation. So that
And we
was
had bangers.
fucking buck.
And then even after that, we had the garage.
Because Bud would still stay there sometimes because Bud went to North too.
Yep.
Because Bud was a senior in high school as I was a senior in 8th grade. So
right.
it was fuck. Oh, dude.
I missed that house. So
Beers.
bad. I
We would
seen the
just
dude
drink-
that actually bought that the other day. I was driving home and I
You
seen
know what
him.
his name is?
Yeah, Mr. Lewis.
Greg Lewis, I think
Yeah.
it is.
Is it actually Greg?
No,
too?
it might not be Greg.
I know it's
I
definitely
know his
Lewis.
last name's Lewis.
Let's pretend
too.
it's Greg.
Yeah,
But
it's,
fuck it.
definitely, it's definitely Lewis.
Dude, we had some fucking great times. You just drinking beer. But like that's when drinking beers, like you guys, 6 of us would split at 30. You'd be like,
Beast.
Milwaukee's beat.
And you're like, dude, did we finish that fucking 30? Holy shit, dude.
Texas Hold'em was
You knew
big
you
at
were-
the time.
You knew you didn't eat lunch at high school. Well, at least I didn't freshman year, and I'd be putting up my $10 that I had for lunch and getting teas, and I thought I was the man.
Yeah.
Because now,
'Cause you
there's
were,
still,
dude.
Because there's still 4 guys on the 24 pack.
Right.
Yeah, dude. God damn it. Oh,
What
that,
did you guys do in
dude, Rainbow.
I- over here.
The first time I drank was before the 8th grade dance.
Okay.
So that was definitely in 8th grade.
Like your graduation dance?
Yeah, it's like an end of the
See,
year
here's the thing.
dance.
You guys had so many more peoples, so I felt like you were like more organized with shit. Like we had one dance. The best dances were when they would combine with Leo's.
No, the best dances were when we went to Holy Family.
Oh, that was like the whole Northeast.
was the
Every
whole
like Catholic
Northeast.
school in Northeast. I think only 7th and 8th graders could go.
Mm-hmm. No, but the Huberts ones
They were
were
banging.
banging. That was where we met a lot of people that we hung out with.
But like a lot of the girls, like even when, Leo's and because Leo's had hot girls too. They had that whole crew. All of them are hot. I know. We can't. I'm not saying names. It
Yeah.
just can't. But they're all use Leo's girls from 2004 and 5. You were all hot. Yous were
Hit
all
me
hot.
up. What's up?
And I'm not disrespecting the girls that were in our grade. There was a couple in our grade too that were.
Oh yeah, for sure.
No, they're all of them. All the girls out there ever are hot.
Well, not all.
Don't worry about
but
it.
so I get carried away.
Yo, I get some friend requests from people that we grew up with back then on Facebook, and they were a lot hotter now than they were when we were kids.
I hope so. Now, if there's one thing that bothers me, is how like people don't evolve. I hate when people are like, because we're still at that age. Like we're 27. We're all 27, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this should be almost the prime of your life. Like I think like 25 to like 32. Like you should be a fucking stallion. Like,
And not sitting at the playground still playing basketball.
but
Wearing
I mean,
Echo jeans.
oh,
Well,
Jesus Christ.
if you're doing it to get a workout, you
yeah,
know.
sure.
I'm saying in Echo jeans.
know, I'm
like
just
like physically and shit like this, like mentally, because not I don't mean mentally, but like not saying like you should be where you want to be in life, because like
Well, because you're still young enough, but you're also
Yeah,
making money.
because it
So
really
it's like,
because like when you're young, you have like a perspective like, oh shit, when I'm 21, I'm gonna have everything. When you're 21,
Yeah,
you don't know
right.
fucking dick. You know, I'm putting condoms on backwards and shit. Like you're fucking retarded. Like you're just fucking dumb. You're just fucking dumb as shit.
that's why I, like when I used to like sub and shit, and like I somehow come up like ages or something like that, and they'd be like, oh, how old are you? And I'd be like, 22 or whatever, 21. And they'd be like, oh my god, you're so old, and because they'd be like freshmen or something like that in high school or middle school, and I'd be like, damn, like thinking back, like you thought that was old as shit, like when you were that age. You're like, damn, dude, he's 22, he's old as fuck,
And
dude.
then the other side of that stick, you'd be at the bar and you'd be like, oh, what up, girl? She's like, oh, how old are you? You'd be like, oh, 22. She's like, oh my god, you're a baby. You're like, bitch, I ain't no fucking baby. My hair connects from my balls to the top of my ass crack.
I think it's awesome sitting in a bar and you see like the young kids come in. You're like, dude, you're nowhere close to 21. Like
even the 21-year-old,
when they are 20.
No, I'm saying like when I see them come in, like when I used to bartend and people, I'd be like, there's no way this girl coming in right now.
Anyway, fuck it.
Oh, 100%. Those
Trying to get that tip
fake
game
IDs are good.
Let me get that tip game.
No, but it's crazy to see them.
It's
and
funny
be
because
like,
this
you
beer is
look that
$9.
young.
So
Yeah, I
you
can't
do.
believe like when we used to go to Tac Tav, we were
That place got rated.
every time I was in it. Only got caught once.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You just dip out. You just run. It's a liquor store now. That's how small it is. It used to be a bar, and now it's a liquor store.
Corner store liquor.
well, because they probably got in too much trouble then.
100%.
Oh yeah.
100%.
That was the
'Cause
only time they ever had any
I used
business.
to leave by 11 because when you were younger, you'd be like, "Oh, we're getting there at that bitch like 8." You know what I mean?
Yeah, when you had to go to Casper's, you had to be there. It was known before 8 o'clock before the
Oh,
bouncer
dude,
got
they used
there.
to let me in the back door.
Yeah,
come around
there's
the
a
alley.
hole from the outside that you used to reach in and,
Yeah.
and pull the handle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because that's what happened to that bar down. Was it the White Eagle or something like that?
Oh yeah, it's a liquor store now. Yeah.
Right, because
Too many
isn't
underage
because
people.
they had too many problems in it, and they were
But
like,
that's
well,
Riverside. I mean, that Riverside's the same thing as like Bridesburg. You're born in Riverside, you die in Riverside. Like
because I killed you in Riverside.
Yeah. And I mean, no disrespect to Riverside. It's just the same type of thing where like the people stay there.
Right.
Where's Riverside at?
Like right. So this is Delran. The next one is Riverside.
Like going that way?
Yeah, going towards Delanco.
Right.
Like towards the
And,
border shit.
and across the bridge or across the 130.
Hold on, I was gonna bring some. We were bringing something up. Oh, the Hubers dances and shit. God, they were great. See, that was like the best time though because like you were so fucking dumb, you didn't know what to do with a girl, but it was so exciting.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because she didn't know what to do
first
either.
experiences.
She didn't know what to do
No,
either.
she didn't
so I
know
was like,
shit either, but like it was so exciting. She was like she was like a girl who dated like an older dude, kind of. He was probably like a fucking year old. So like she knew how to make out. You're like, oh shit, I'm intimidated as fuck right now. Like
oh, is that how you do it?
you're like, yo, you go up to him and like my pickup line was so aggressive as shit. You'd be like, yo, you want to go out? She'd be like, what the fuck? She's like, well, you know, like I like to make out with guys before you know, like we start going out. I'm like, whoa,
All right.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. Like just dumb
Let's
shit.
date first.
Like just dumb shit. Like you didn't know shit, dude.
Dude, those days were.
So great.
Oh my god.
I mean, obviously high school's fucking incredible too. Like the whole because you actually got to fuck. But like,
Bust.
it's so crazy to think about the shit we did, and our parents let us. Well, didn't let us do it, but like.
I had
like-
super lenient parents.
So did I. I was the youngest. Like my
Right,
parents
they've
seen
been
it all
through
by
it
the
at that
time They
point,
got
yeah.
to me. There was like, whatever, motherfucker, be back by so and so.
Don't die.
I had a Nextel too. All you hear my dad be like, "Broop." He'd be like, "Yo," I'd be like, "Oh, fuck, shut up, shut up."
Yeah, shut up.
Shut up.
I'm gonna quick
then,
run
like,
out
when
back.
he- when
Hey,
he's
I didn't
coming-
even see the
When
call.
he's
What's
coming
up?
through, you would hit the button, so he'd be like,
Yeah.
"Nah, I can't." What? Fucking playing walkies, or playing
Nextels.
GI Joes at night and shit with my dad.
Nextels.
Nextel's great.
I remember we got like when we went to get our next set of phones. We had to get the one. My dad was like, "Make sure you get like a push to talk one." We ain't use that bitch once.
Nah.
What?
Not once.
I love the Nextels.
Not fucking once.
My
Phone calls,
favorite
that's
cell
it.
phone by far was the Chocolate too.
How many times did you buy it? Because you broke it a bunch of times, didn't you?
Who knows? I've been a drunk since I was like fucking 14.
I had every single color razor. That's how many times I broke.
You were like, "Oh, I had this one
Pink,
before."
silver,
So.
black. I think gold.
Razor's the Ford Focus of phones. Like it was like the most like basic standard fucking phone ever.
No. If you seen the kids in high school that had the sidekicks, you knew their mommy and daddy were having a little bit of money
You's
in
a
those pockets.
bitch. Where you at?
I hate that. Was that the one with the
Yeah, it would
like with a
thing
flip
came
up.
You
out?
could flick it, and it would like the.
It wasn't the
Yeah,
Envy because
yeah.
the Envy was dope where you could type.
Mm-hmm.
Envy was high school,
All of
though.
them started.
No,
Coming
it had a keyboard, right?
It had a
The
keyboard.
sidekick?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, those were fucking.
Yeah, it used to
stupid.
flip out, and then they
Oh,
came
right,
out
right.
with one that actually slid up. But I remember everybody be like, "Dude, let me use your aim." You hop on there and put your away message.
Dude, could you-
sitting at Sam's getting pizza right now?
Yeah.
BRB.
BRB, or it'd be some
Yes.
like emo ass music.
Dude, just quotes from songs and shit, trying to get that girl's attention. Dude, there were my God.
Bios, you could go in and look at people's bios. People's
Dude.
names were in there.
You'd log on, and it wasn't like girls would be like, "Yo, we're having a sleepover," but like you'd be your thing. Your dudes are there. You're just sitting there listening to like fucking Eminem, the Slim Shady show and shit, Encore, whatever. And you're sitting there, you're like, "All right, she coming on. She coming on." There's like 4 of these around the fucking computer, like
Yeah.
American Pie, like just sitting there
Yeah,
waiting.
but then you hear that. Because the
Dude,
door
The door open.
The door opens down.
Oh, here we go.
I get first thing, and you sit there just fucking spitting game.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden your mom picks up the phone and it disconnects you.
Oh fuck, mom, I'm in the
Mom,
middle.
what the fuck?
And then you get back on, and her away message on. You're like, fuck, dude. AOL, dude. That was. Well, I mean, that was
I got
obviously
my
the first text message.
I got my first invite to a keg because I got put in an AIM group text, and
Love
it was
it.
about 97 kids.
You used to go to those bangers over by Lincoln and shit, right?
Yeah, I went to the one out back of what now is New Foundation, which used to be called Ron and Tarsdale.
Nice.
It'd be like meet. At
Oh, yeah, where that old
R&T
Acme,
at
right?
7:00, 2 kegs and natty. And you would pull up, and there'd be like 30 kids waiting out front to carry the kegs, so
Right
you get a free cup.
On Tarsdale, right across from Alice, right, like down the
yeah,
street. from
yeah,
Alice?
like down the street, yeah.
I went there one time, and this kid forced me into buying weed off him.
Forced you into it.
He forced me. I don't know how old I was. Fucking 14. Forced me to buy weed off him. I was like, okay. And then he took.
Yeah, I totally wanted
I
this.
paid for the weed, and then he took the weed back and left.
Touche.
He's like, oh, I'll go roll you some joints. I was like, all right, thanks, man. And then he left. I was like, I was like, I'm not totally sure, but I think I was just robbed. I'm not sure what happened, but I think I was just robbed. And I didn't give a fuck. I was like, all right, as long as this dude don't come back and beat the fuck out of me right now. I don't know, because he was like a grown man. He was like 24 and shit, dude. He would fucking beat the fuck out of me.
What a dick. Let me just rob these little kids real quick.
It
Probably wasn't even fucking.
It wasn't anything crazy. It's not like I had money on me.
Probably wasn't even fucking
It
weed.
was probably like, yeah, it was
Definitely
probably
was
fucking
not
pencil
weed.
shavings. Remember the time I found
oregano.
Remember the time I found pot in your underwear drawer and you said it was pencil shavings? Oh, shit. What else? I can do this all fucking night.
Oh my god!
I could do this all fucking night.
Extended version.
Dude, we didn't even get into the fucking garage parties.
Oh my god!
It's so ironic that I have a podcast right now called The Garage because from
I tried to find that T-shirt.
The Garage,
Yeah, I couldn't. Find it.
we had T-shirts made for The Garage because we used to party there so many times.
The best thing about it is that you couldn't get in unless we let you through the gate.
No, I had a lock on the fucking gate. It was a junkyard. Not a junkyard, but
Essentially.
so it was this big property next to where we used to live. So the guy lived next to me. He had like garage. Remember, he used to have like fucking church pews and shit in there. He had like a little cult thing going.
In what?
The garage when we bought.
Oh, in the beginning.
Yeah,
In
yeah.
the beginning. Yeah.
So it was this big property next to my house in Philly that we used to live in, like directly connected to my parents' house.
Right.
On the right side of the house was this big driveway, and it was a big like yard with like a huge garage, 2 addresses. Like that's how big the garage was. And
Had a trampoline.
well, that's what we put there. We put a pool and shit in it. So anyway, the guy died, and my dad's been trying to buy this property off him for 10 years. The dude
Right.
Tony was fine. He was whatever. Anyway, the dude went off having a heart attack and dying. And the dude Tony's brother came up to my dad. The dude probably was 60, whatever. Came up to my dad. Was like, "Yo, my brother always talked about you. You know, how are you, Greg? Tony passed away." My dad's like, "Oh shit, Jesus, you know what happened?" Blah blah blah. He's like, "Yeah, really, I guess he didn't like his brother because he went right into detail. He's like, "Yeah, my brother always said you wanted to buy this property. You so interested?" My dad's like,
He probably wanted some money.
"Well,
that's
you just told me your brother died 5 minutes ago. Now you want me to buy this?" My dad's like, "Yeah, I'll take it, but
So
sorry
so
about
how
your
much?
brother who
why. He should have been like, no, I don't
It's not
think I
even-
really want it
haven't
anymore.
even had his funeral yet." But yeah, so we bought that, and then my parents put a pool over there, connected the yards and all that shit. But then eventually, when they went up moving, closed the fence off so you can't go from yard to yard like the house to house. So it was just sitting there. Someone bought the house. It was just a lot that my dad kept, a lot of his tools and shit, like his big tools, obviously not
Right.
Dump truck.
dump truck,
Yeah, like
fucking
all
trailers, like big ladders and all that shit, like big shit that you can't just leave in your house. So we used to just fucking. My mom used to drop me off at the bridge. I used to walk across that fucking bitch. I was like,
I
"Yo,
love
Mom."
that
She's like,
fucking part, dude.
yeah, she's like,
I
"I
will
want to
take you
drive
to the
over."
bridge and the bridge
Well,
only.
I used
You
to
get
have
your
to,
ass
I
over
used to have
there.
to like try to like really bum rides with Bud. Like my friends weren't ready and shit. Bud's like, "No, I'm going over now." I'm like, "Bud, it's like 5. Like, hold on." And he would drive over, and all of a sudden, I'd be just roaming the fucking streets. I would have to go to my grandmom's and shit, and like chill for a little bit, and, like take a
numerous
shit.
times we slept in there.
Yo.
Numerous times.
Definitely, especially because Bud had that hotel. They all had that like hotel down the
Yup.
street.
Dude, we were so young.
Reckless. I can't believe my parents would just dump me in the streets of Philadelphia at the age of 15 and just be
'Cause
like, "All right, I'll see you Sunday."
Because it got you out of the fucking house. They didn't give
Yeah,
a
they're
shit.
probably walking around fucking. Just fucking all over that Cinnaminson crib. But yeah, so we'd go to the garage and like instead of going to the woods like a lot of people are like, "Oh, we're throwing a keg." You pay $5 and get like 2 beers because a keg with fucking 200 kids.
Yeah.
Right.
I never drank off them.
No, they were corny.
I
You'd
always
bring your
bought a
own little
case.
case or like hide some shit.
Yep.
But the garage was so fucking dope, dude. So dope. It'd be cool to have Maria on again with like her to chime in with all this shit too, like because that's where we met all them and
Yep.
shit and stuff. It was awesome.
If we had like 2 or 3 of the original garage members,
Who was the original garage members?
Maggie, me, Maria.
Lutz.
I mean, that we still talk to Lutz.
any of the Donatellis. Mike was
And-
always
yeah,
Mike and
Mike.
Richie.
That's where Mike and Richie's first started drinking.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I had nothing to do with
Dude,
that.
me and Lutz got him to drink a case of Parrot Bay, I think it was. It was like
They were like
cherry.
the, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was
shit.
like cherry. It was almost like
They were like the Smirnoff joints.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He drank it with us, and then looked at us and said the ABCs backwards, and I was baffled. It was the first time the dude ever drank,
All the Donatellis are really smart.
and now he's alcoholic, I think.
Who, Richie?
Nah,
Nah,
Richie gets wrecked.
Does
though.
he? He listens to this,
Right,
he listens to
bro.
this podcast. He's gonna love
Richie gets wrecked.
it. I'll have to ask my basketball.
Dude, he gets hammered.
That's great. That's good to hear.
Should have them all over. We'll fucking line them all up.
Who else? Oh, Kev Gallagher. Duh.
I haven't told him in a really long
He
time.
commented on one of the things on the. I would love to get him on here. He commented on one of the posts for. I would love to talk about, like, cause me and him like kind of like stopped being friends because like when I got
what happened
'cause when I got banned from his house, and it's not like we had anything. It's not like
No, it
me and him
wasn't
got in
like
a fight,
a
but I
party or
just
nothing.
wasn't allowed over his house anymore, so it was like kind of awkward. But I would love to get him on. To talk
Oh
about
man, lots.
that. Yeah,
I mean, there was I don't know, a solid 10 to 15 of us.
dude, we'd be in there a lot. And then,
Devereaux kind of chimed in a little bit
Yeah,
in the end.
Devereaux,
Shane McDonald.
then it started getting like because it was like real. When we first did it, was like real creepy in there. Like we had to like be huddled in a little corner with a light on. We're like, oh my god, shh. And then all of a sudden it started getting bigger.
Then you
And
open
all
up
the-
the fucking
You
disco
get,
ball
you,
hanging
yeah,
from
you
the
get
Yeah,
more
by
and more
the-
cocky.
Yeah, by
You're
the
like,
end of
fuck
it, the music was jumping. We had iPods plugged into it. Music because my neighbors didn't give a fuck.
No.
But like we cleaned it up, like we sweeped it, spread. Like my dad walked into the garage one day and was like, "Why the fuck is it cleaned in here? And where'd all this room come from?" We pushed everything in the corner. We got a beer pong
We
table
had
in the middle and
heaters,
shit.
2 tables,
Yeah, because it was always the winter. It was fucking 40 degrees out
Right.
and a
shit.
bathroom. And a
And
bathroom
there
with a
was a
sink
bathroom in there.
and everything. Like
There was
it
a
was
bathroom,
like
but it closed off like a closet, and it was a bathroom. So people were shitting, fucking.
Your
the
your
sh- the
parents
shed.
your parents still own it?
It's still there, yeah, it's still
they should
there.
be selling it soon.
I see his dad over there every once in a while.
Trying to go back again?
I would definitely go back there.
Have a
I
huge
would, like,
reunion
all right, so,
garage party.
So what we did, yeah, well, we always did that. We always did the Thanksgiving, day before Thanksgiving. That's where we all went.
Right.
I feel like that's what the garage. That's when we started making those T-shirts. Shit, Shawn Meyer.
Yeah. I don't even
We
wanna
could do a
get into that.
podcast from there. That's probably not
The
bad.
garage in the garage.
The garage in
The
the
garage
garage.
at the old garage.
This is the
Dude,
new
so
garage.
many people been through. There's people that like, and I'm not saying this is like people just bump me off the street and say this, but like there's people I ran into like, oh yeah, I remember you. You're the one who had the garage. Like, blah blah blah. Like you went there. I was like, I definitely don't remember if you were there because I was fucked up. All
I
the
always
time,
got
but
every time anybody asked me if I was doing anything. Oh, what are you gonna go to the garage?
people
this
who
weekend?"
weren't there hated on it. I'm like, yeah, well, sorry, we're not going to the fucking woods to freeze our balls off
Yeah,
and shit.
We
They
have
weren't-
a
they
heater,
weren't invited,
a
that's why.
bathroom, and no shot of ever getting in trouble.
No,
We had like a Vici blast. It looked like a rave when you would look from the street.
fucking great, dude. God, and then it was so fun that my older brother Bud's friends started coming to hang out with
Yep.
us because Weez was so fun.
Oh my god.
And because we had all the young girls there.
Yeah, and all of our friends were hot. All those girls were hot. There wasn't one ugly one.
No, that was definitely there was a standard.
They were all of them were so.
There was a
fucking
solid
hot.
standard on that.
And at our age, there were like literally there was nobody lower than an 8, and I'm not even kidding.
No,
I could call them out because this would be.
they
weird.
all know.
Compliment.
They don't
Every
know who they
single
are,
one.
but like we're giving them compliments, so we probably could say their name, but like I'd rather
Nah,
not.
I'd rather not.
But like all of them were so hot. Jesus Christ.
breather.
That'll do.
That'll do, donkey.
I know that we still have originals. We didn't go out and get the lights.
What the fuck?
I know, dude. This tastes like soda.
It's straight fucking syrup.
Syrup?
Syrup. All right, let me get this.
Oh my God. On our. I'll have to do it in the beginning. Is there any way like I can say something and then you edit it and put it in the front?
Yeah, we'll do it at the end though.
Yeah, because I had to give a shout out to Sticker Mule right
Right.
off the
That's what I was gonna say it, but
right off the bat.
you guys got right into it, so I just kind of stepped back.
That beginning kind of just flowed straight into it.
Yeah, I just
Rick's
stepped
like, I'm
back.
gonna ask a
I gotta give a
question to
huge
you the
Yeah.
questions. I looked over and he was just like,
Nah,
I gotta give
it's you.
a huge
Go ahead.
I gotta give a huge shout out to Sticker Mule. They fucking did a great job with these stickers. They are incredible. I love it.
We'll do it like a little, almost like an ad.
Yeah, I'll give them an ad 100%, and I'll send the Instagram thing on for them. All right, let's do these fucking bad boys. Fade out. I gotta piss.
I got pills. And we're going right into commercial?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll do that.
Oh,
That was so good.
oh shit. You ready? We back.
Yeah, yeah.
talk into the mic, you loser.
I know. I should be nicer.
Quotations guest.
Yeah, I should be nicer to the guests. Welcome back. Garage with Evan and Friends. Follow us on Podcast Garage on Instagram. The Podcast Garage on
.com.
That's Podbeam. We're on iTunes, Podbeam, Google Play, all that stuff. Hopefully you get on Twitch one day.
You said Napster, dude.
Napster. We're on Kazaa. If you want to legally download us, we're on Napster and Kazaa. Before we get back into this, I want to give a huge shout out to Sticker Mule.
Yep.
They killed it. Where's the girl, the coaster?
Kelly,
My package.
Kelly?
Kelly, thank you very much. Your custom products were printed and cut and packaged by Kelly. Kelly, I'm going to give you a huge shout out. These stickers came out phenomenal.
What size are they?
4x4. I probably could have went a size smaller, but they look really good at 4x4.
Yeah, I like them actually.
I like
it's
them
like
big.
it's like the size of a coaster.
But like, if I want to give them to any friends who are like whatever want to wear them on their hard hats and shit, it's
Yeah, I
gonna have to
think
be a little.
tinier.
It's gonna have to be a little small, so I'll order more
I
ones.
like the big ones.
Yeah, I'll order more. I put one on my car already. Sticker Mule, you did a great job. I love it. At Sticker Mule on Instagram, I'm gonna be tagging you guys and everything. I'm very happy with these stickers. Thank you, and that's that. That's all I gotta say about that. Rick to my left, Mike Bert, Bertolini. The best is when we were doing the wedding rehearsal. They're like, everybody come forward, blah blah. They're like, all right, next would be Mike. You come forward, and everyone's looking around like. Bert's looking around. I was like, Bert, just so you know, your real name's Mike. Move forward. He's like, oh shit. So
he was like, I didn't know there was another Mike.
Nobody calls you. Nobody calls you Mike. It's Bert. Mike Bertoline. That's all. Every substitute teacher say. Mike Bertoline.
Is Mike Bertoline here? Be like.
Then we had a girl.
It's Bertolini.
We had a girl's last name used to be Nigro, and every single used to be dude. And we would just wait for it because it would go in alphabetical order. So you'd be sitting there like waiting. Like here we go. Lauren Negro. Everyone would be like, it's Nigro. You said Negro. Oh god, people are so fucking dumb.
Shout out to Lauren.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Another one I have not seen in years.
Well, whatever. I'm not interested. But
She's one of our listeners, dude.
that's fine. I hope she does. Reach out.
She actually donated.
God. Jesus Christ, that was so funny. Oh, all right, boys. What else? What else we got on the agenda tonight?
Do you want to get right into top 5? How do you want to handle this?
No, not yet.
No?
We got plenty to talk about. Bert, what do you have to say? I know you got some shit to say.
I ain't got shit to say.
Didn't you say something about?
Oh, yeah. Well, all right.
I ain't got shit to say except for this, motherfucker.
Yeah. So, what was the name of the thing that you brought up in the last episode?
I think you're talking about ASMR.
All right. So,
Right? Did
Here
you
we
listen?
go.
Did
Here
you
we
listen
go.
to any ASMR? Now,
actually, I did.
I didn't say this to direct people to Pornhub. I wasn't going for the porn edition of ASMR, which
Yeah,
is
you were.
fabulous.
Yeah, you were.
Fabulous.
That's a new word. Patent that. Fabulous. But I'm saying, like, which is great, but I just listen to the regular shit on YouTube, and it's just, like, that's what I like to, like, get put down on a net.
Ready,
Yeah,
so,
yeah,
so
I think I actually did listen to it, and I think it's creepy because like you hear they're whispering, so like you hear their
you think
like,
it's creepy. Wait till you see them actually doing it.
but like you
That's
hear
what I
like
got sucked into.
you hear like them, like their saliva as they're like opening their mouth
Nah,
because
you're on
it's
the
so
wrong one.
quiet.
You gotta
It's
go
fucking.
ASMR, darling.
All right, so I'm an avid Twitch watcher. All right.
Okay.
So one of my buddies goes, dude, he's like, yo, I'm like at work. I'm just looking through the IRL stream. So it's like people just like sitting there talking like as if you were
And
to
Twitch,
do this.
Twitch has every. When I think of Twitch, I think of video games.
No, so now you can do IRL, which is like you could literally put a camera in front of me and I could just talk to the camera and people can talk to me and.
Oh, and they
questions.
like
Yeah,
like
It's like
it'll
Instagram
be-
Live
type it.
almost?
They type
Yeah,
it.
exactly like that. Yeah.
Okay.
So my buddy's like, dude, he's like, yo, you gotta look at this. Like, I just so happened to like hit the IRL tab, and he's like, this girl's like massaging her mic.
Whoa.
And talking real sexual, but like,
Nice.
and then she like chimes like a bell, and I'm like, dude, what are you watching?
Did she start combing it?
Everything.
Did she get a brush out and start combing the microphone?
So no, he's explaining this, and I'm like, dude, you're a fucking weirdo. Like, you're just a general weirdo. And he's like, dude, I got stuck watching it for like 45 minutes. So
got stuck watching
me being very, very intrigued by this stupid thing that he just said. I go on and look at it, and I find the same girl doing the same exact thing, but now she's doing it with her feet.
Oh.
There you go, Ev.
Now she's doing it with her feet.
Ev just came.
And her
You're welcome.
and it wasn't. I didn't want to bring it up like a big thing, but like I was listening last episode, and I was like, dude, I know exactly what he's talking about, and being able to see them do that, it was so.
Don't say creepy, you son of a bitch.
Weird
that's what
as shit.
I've seen like the YouTube. You guys go on the YouTube?
The YouTube?
YouTube, yeah, they sing "Beautiful Day."
Yes, exactly. And I saw him doing it on there, and it's just creepy.
That's fine.
It's just different. I wouldn't say different. It's definitely weird.
I mean, it's one thing like the other noises that they make, like you said, like combing the microphone and shit like that. But like when they're whispering, like I can't do with the whispering. Like I don't
I
think
love
that's...
it. It gives me the chills.
I got stuck like just not even enjoying it for like a half hour. No lie, just watching it because I was just so baffled about why.
It's fucking great.
Why? And I never knew what it was about until you started talking. Like it's supposed to soothe you and stuff. And
Well, I watch videos like people's reactions to, like, you ever watch like parents react to Fetty Wap, or like people reaction to whatever, like kids listen to Nirvana for the first time.
I've seen that. I've seen those videos.
So like they had one for like people listen to ASMR, and half the people are like, "Oh my god, this is so fucking weird," and other people are like, "Oh my god, I got goosebumps," and I'm the one who got the goosebumps.
Speaking of those reaction videos, I seen one the other day of the guy's first time listening to Bohemian Rhapsody, and he was like 32. I was like, fucking horseshit.
You're a Mormon and you fucking jerk off in tails.
I love watching the younger kids or the older generation listening to like current, and then the younger generation.
Old people
to, like,
watch
what we listen to.
Right. That's
that's different. I've heard this before. My dad played it in the car.
Right. That's different. Like this dude was like fucking 32, and he was like, I'm checking out Bohemian Rhapsody for the first time, and I was like, there's no fucking chance that you have never heard this
song, but just
song.
for you to say it like that, I should fucking stab you.
And he was like, dude, they're like switching like songs
this is, like,
in like
so
the middle of
poetic.
it. Like,
Look
oh
at
my
this
god,
guy. Is he incredible? Is this guy famous?
I was like,
this guy's like, like, shut the fuck up.
He should come out with more songs.
Old people watch porn or like interracial porn. She's like, and they see.
I've never.
And you see, and they see a huge black dick for the first time. She's like, oh my god,
How?
it's purple.
How
like
the
it's so
fuck do you find these fucking videos?
It's so big that it's bending.
What rabbit holes are you jumping around in?
Don't
because
ever. Don't. If
I
you
get stuck in some.
Do you and Chelsea ever hang out? Because I feel like you just sit in your room and just fucking rabbit hole
check
all
my
night.
fucking search history, whatever you do. In the interest of our friendship, do not check my search history.
He has a
Old
warning when
people
you click
see
history.
interracial porn for the first time. Oh
my,
yeah, what's
my
that
phone
about?
could explode. It has so many viruses.
I probably read that and just keep scrolling, but he was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, fucking right,
No
I'm definitely
shit.
watching this."
No, you
Well,
probably don't even read it because
just-
you don't get close enough to that.
it's just-
Where it's like that's not
It's
recommended.
just so weird when videos pop up. I'll be like watching a bear kill a deer, and then all of a sudden to the right, it's just like, block party fist fight. You're like, okay, and then you get into like a block party fist fight, and then all of a sudden it's like block party booty shaking, blah blah blah, and then next thing you know, it's like
Feet.
He just
it's
always
like-
ends
it's
up
like-
at porn.
It's like the best black thong sandal feet compilation, and then all of a sudden it's like I don't know, shit just spirals out of control. It's out of my
Fan
control.
of watching fights.
It's
on
out of my
YouTube.
control. Oh, dude, you can sit there and watch fist fights.
See, but the thing is, I can't stand them. I guess because maybe I watch them a little too much. I watch the same different compilations, but it's the same fights over and over.
in just different order.
World Star Hip Hop ruined that. I think.
We stopped following them on Instagram
I can't stand them.
because I'm so sick of 6ix9ine and his dumb shit.
All right. So I have an opinion on him. I think he's absolutely terrible.
Of course,
But
Bold
he's
statement there,
fucking
Cotton.
hilarious.
really.
Hilarious. Don't listen to his music. Just watch him.
Be a person.
Be a person. Like he don't give a fuck about anybody.
Which is
or
good.
what
I
anybody
appreciate.
has said.
That's good. I appreciate that.
Like he
but
says whatever is on his mind, but he's so fucking funny. I think he's
can't take-
hilarious.
I can't take like the face tattoo as being a trend.
I mean, you don't have to because it is.
That's
you just
fine.
have to accept it.
That's fine, but that's fine.
We're
But
rolling the tattoos.
huh?
We rolling in the tattoos.
What,
Oh my
you wanna roll in?
god! Because the fucking face tattoos are bad, but I mean, some of them
Terrible.
are
He has-
fucking.
He has the dude from Soul
terrible.
on his face. Like, come on, bro.
I was gonna say I feel like it's the tattoo itself that's
No,
bad.
here's the thing.
Not
No,
the fact
you
that it's
don't
on your
get your
face.
fucking face.
All right, Post Malone,
Horrible.
but his music's good.
I don't know how I feel about him anymore.
See, I
like
love
him.
his
I
music.
like him, yeah.
I love his music.
I don't want to be like the front runner, but I love White Iverson and congratulations and shit, but like I don't know how I feel about him anymore. I definitely do not dislike him.
But he has made face tats. Always tired.
Terrible.
Awful. And then whatever the fuck he just got put on his temple. It's
It
like
doesn't
a
make any
design.
fun. He just looks like he reeks.
Oh yeah, nappy hair. Straight nappy
He
hair.
just looks like he fucking
But
reeks.
I don't want to be
You ever
around this
see
guy
his
'cause he
Vice
like I just
Land
want
interview?
I just want to hit him with a power washer.
Did you ever see his Vice
Land?
Land interview?
Nah.
All right, so he dresses like a jackass.
Yeah, well,
Everybody knows that.
that's fine. Like,
But he
people
said-
want to be all
He said
ordinary.
in
and
high
shit.
school, he's like, I used to dress up in a suit and like come to school and people would make fun of me.
Yeah, I
and
heard
he's
that.
like, and I figured when I get rich, well, why the fuck would I ever change the way I want to dress? Like, I'll dress however the fuck I want.
Sure.
Especially now, he's like $1 million in my bank account,
Yeah.
and he never changed.
I love
That's
that.
just how he was.
I
It's
love
not
it.
like
No,
he's
that's
trying to
awesome.
make a statement like, oh yeah, I'm a millionaire now. I can rap.
Absolutely.
I can do whatever the fuck I want now.
I love that shit. There's no doubt in my mind. If Post Malone was in this garage right now, I wouldn't love him. I'm sure we'd be drinking beers, having a good old time. Like I will.
Oh, he
definitely
loves
be-
Bud Light. I think that's hysterical. That he's sponsored by him. And
But like he
he's said he's
definitely
bonging beers.
stinks like fucking bo, cigarettes and beer, which is fine because they're
No,
my
it's
type.
not.
Of,
No, it's
they're,
not.
They're my type of people.
It's not fine. Take a fucking shower.
Yeah, take a shower, take a bath,
What's your type of people?
take a
It's okay. He stinks. It's okay.
take a bath.
It's okay. It's cool.
But I'm saying no. There's no doubt in my mind that I would definitely like him. Like he would definitely
Oh
be a
yeah,
cool dude.
100%. I think
But
he
just
seems
the
like,
face tattoo, his neck tattoo, I fucking
Which one?
love. The
The-
fucking Texas Longhorn on his neck.
That's the dude who does mine.
Is it? So there's no way you're
Motherfucker
gonna.
stole my
I was gonna
shit.
say there's no way you're ever gonna tattoo by him again.
He's impossible.
I was gonna say he's probably booked for 12 years.
No, he just. All right, so when he started getting tattooed
What's
by
his
him,
name?
Kyle Hediger.
Shout out to Kyle Hediger.
He went to high school with me. He went to North.
Oh,
Graduated same year as us.
Oh
He
shit.
yeah, he's young. So he started getting tattooed
Got
by
mad
him,
skills.
and he fucking now like he'll like when he first started getting tattooed by him, he would randomly get phone calls and be like, "Yo, by the way, you're going down to AC. Post is like gonna ask you to come down," and he would like tattoo him in like the hotels and shit.
That's awesome.
And now he goes out to LA's with him all the fucking time out in LA.
Damn,
So like
that's
you
sick.
never
Yeah,
know
fuck
when
yeah.
he's home. So yeah, it's like literally. I have a half like the quarter sleeve on my arm is not even.
No,
done.
we'll never get done by him.
I mean, I'm sure I can, but like he's not reliable enough. I feel like
He's not
to where I
consistent,
could be like, yo,
reliable, yeah.
you know, 6 months from now, you know, we're booked on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Are you going to be here? And
Well, if you have an
He might-
appointment, if you
yeah,
have an
he might
appointment
say yeah,
scheduled,
but
he
that's
ain't
what I'm
gonna
saying, like,
fucking
and
be
he
there.
cancels on you. Like, no, motherfucker.
he's
like,
done that. He's
That's
done
what I'm
that
saying. Like,
numerous
I have
times.
a job and shit. Like, I have to like get out of work and like change shit around. Like, that's fucked up for you to cancel.
But at the same time, though,
Yeah, put
say I'm the
yourself in his shoes.
If I'm the tattoo artist and he goes, yo, by the way, me and Bieber are hanging out. Like, there's videos on his Instagram story where he was like in Bieber's house hanging out with like all these dudes.
100%.
MGK,
I'll be like, Bert, you ain't
all
getting
that.
tattooed. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like,
like see
for
you
me,
later, dude.
For me, I just can't book appointments with you then.
Yeah, exactly. And that's
No,
what sucks.
live your life. You're having
Oh,
a
he's
great
blowing
fucking
up.
Yeah, you're having a great fucking
Blowing
time.
up.
But I'm just saying, like, I can't be your customer.
It's
anymore.
tough.
But at
to
the same time, I feel like he could be like, "Yo, I had you scheduled in on Saturday. It's Thursday. I'm going out to hang out with Bieber. I ain't gonna be back till next fucking Tuesday. I'll hit you up when I
Yeah,
get some
but
time."
like, it's hard to do that when a tattoo artist is booked for months.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, that's
you
what I'm
can't,
saying.
You
So,
can't
like-
bump. But think about it. What are you gonna call and bump 27 people that you have booked in the next week?
Can't do it.
Yeah,
Because you'll lose all 27
yeah.
of them.
right, but
But
You were there first.
Yeah, but you're nobody then. Like now.
well, that's
to
what I'm
him,
saying. He ain't bumping Bieber,
No, he's
but
not,
he'll bump
no.
me.
He's gonna bump you, and you ain't rescheduling. Fuck it.
Right.
No. So
No,
you're
but
losing.
I'm saying he'll bump me for you.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not going to be out of work either way. Like, for example, like like my tattoo artist, he has like a list of probably like 15 to 20 guys, maybe even more, but like he has like reliable customers.
Right.
I'm not saying he wouldn't bump me for fucking,
Fucking
I
Taylor
don't know,
Swift.
Henry Rollins who came in, because he's that type of dude. If Justin Bieber was like, yo, I want to get tattooed, my dude would be like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
don't
I
give
mean?
a fuck who you are.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck
He's
who you
that
are.
type of dude.
Because he's that type of dude. He's just old school where, first of all, he doesn't even give a fuck about Justin Bieber. He's not like into the new school shit. He's a 50-year-old man.
You definitely can't knock him. That's the way I look at it. Like, I haven't even tried to book with him solely because, like...
No, take your hustle, dude. You get the money where you get the money. I mean,
For sure.
it ain't going to last forever, so do your thing. If it came down to hanging out with Justin Bieber, okay, I'm from Philly. I went out to tattoo Justin Bieber. I'm not coming back for 5 fucking months. I'm sure I can find somewhere to tattoo. I can go to a tattoo shop. LA probably has, what, 25,000 tattoo shops?
When I was in
I can
San
get a
Diego,
chair for a little bit and just go on Instagram now with social media and be like, yo, guys, I'm here. Blah, blah, blah. I tattooed Bieber and Post Malone. I got some open appointments from fucking Monday to Tuesday. Booked.
Yep.
Booked.
100%. 100%. But in San Diego, there was like 4 or 5 fucking tattoo stores or shops in a row. Like on the same street. I look across, it's like the tattoo shop, the SD tattoo shop, the Inkwell tattoo
Another
shop.
tattoo
They're
shop.
just, they're just looking for drunk kids.
The other tattoo
Yeah.
shop.
Like, you didn't even try to think of a
Yeah.
name, did you? Yeah, fuck it.
I walked in and got tattooed. Fuck it.
Sure. Yeah, I seen that. The fucking emoji thing. It was so funny.
No, it was basically Colin Smith. We were like eating. He was just like, "Yo,
I would have got one with
let's
you.
go get fucked up and get a tattoo." I'm like, "All right."
I would have
Cool.
got one with you.
The end,
Definitely.
every one of us got. I mean, well, majority of us, but a lot of them already had it.
Did you guys get NCO9 on your leg?
I would have got something goofy.
No,
What did he
No.
get? What did Colin get?
and we all got the same one. The guy.
I would have got something. What
Because
would
we
I?
all.
What
that
would I
was
get? Just something random.
That was like the thing. That was the reason why we were all going to get it because only like quarter of us had it. The
Like-
rest of the like our friend group got it then.
What would be something small and random that I would love to get? Just like out of nowhere.
Oh,
I mean,
but that's a
after
benefit.
drinking of a night and you walk in there, I'd be like I would love to just get like a pirate flag, like something
Yeah,
like
something
that.
stupid where it's just
Like with the
one-liner
skull
and
and then just a black flag behind. I would love to get that. I would
But
love to
that's-
get an American
that's-
flag tattoo. I want an American flag on the back of my neck. Chelsea won't let me get it.
That's the
I just feel like
benefit.
that'd be so dope.
That's the benefit of
Just-
having a lot of fucking tattoos. Like, you can get little shit and like it's cool.
where it
Where,
yeah, where, it
if
doesn't
I
look like
got
it's out of
if I
place.
got that, people be like, why
Yeah,
you get that
it can't be your-
tattoo?
the
It's
fresh
fresh
fucking-
can't be your first one, yeah.
fresh canvas. All of a sudden
You
got,
can't
like,
just all of a sudden
skull
have
and
like a fucking
crossbones.
cat
Yeah.
head,
Yeah.
a random cat's head on your head.
Cool, dude.
But I'm
That's a
saying,
cool
like, I would
tattoo.
love to get like a big ass American flag on the back of my neck.
Rock
I
flag
don't
and
know.
eagle,
That'd
dog.
be so sick. I will never get it because you won't let me, but
Hand tattoos.
I have one.
I want knuckles to wrist so bad.
I'm not a fan of like the knuckle saying shit because I feel like it's like too
Played out.
played out. But I would definitely love that. Like the Darth Vader and Stormtrooper one. Originally when I first thought of it, I wanted them on my hand. Like if this hand was Darth Vader and that was a Stormtrooper, how badass would that be?
Yeah, it'd be banging.
Know how bad that would hurt? Just all Darth Vader being black
Yeah,
right
just
here.
straight black.
My fucking. I probably don't know if I'd still be able to use my hand.
Dude,
The
I
Stormtrooper would've
I would
been
get
fun.
them, but I don't know. Like if I
I'm
get
already
this-
married, so it's not like it's gonna ruin my wedding pictures.
and you got a good job, so it's
Yeah.
not like you got to worry.
Oh, they'll
about
fire me in
losing
a
it.
heartbeat. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. But
Nobody be left working parks.
that's it. There's no more parks. The grass is just gonna start growing.
Yeah, my sister said the other day, she was like, because she was talking about, she went to the high school football game, and she was like, yeah, the field is fucking dog shit.
At the high school.
Did you tell
Yeah.
her? Did
And
you
I was
tell her
like- I
that
was like, yeah, they gotta
Mason
get
kicked
turf.
it up?
Yeah. I was like, they gotta get turf, dude. Like, everywhere else has fucking turf, multiple fucking turf fields, the crowd turf fields, but Cinnaminson fucking doesn't. Like, I don't know, they think they're fucking too good for everyone.
I don't know. It
They
gets
just
a lot
don't
of
have the
wear.
money,
It gets a lot
like-
of wear and tear. I'm not gonna talk shit on them, but
But
Right,
you,
but that's what I'm
you
saying,
can
like, it's-
upgrade it.
you
Right,
can, yeah,
they-
you can probably maintain it a little bit. Yeah, sure.
The
Soccer
grass,
fields is turf, ain't they?
no, nothing's
No,
turf. in
nothing's
Cinnaminson.
Oh, they just have really good
Turf's
soccer
expensive.
fields, right?
Turf's
Yeah.
like $1 million
Oh, I know, it's nuts.
because we went to a program to like look at it and shit. The thing is, like, paying the $1 million to get the turf is fine, but like it's almost like I don't know if it's like every year or every 2 years. It's like $100,000 upkeep. Like you got to clean it because people get staff inspections and shit.
especially
like,
yeah.
you don't, especially if you don't lay it right the
dude,
first time.
all those like rubber beads and shit. You got to
Yeah.
like clean all that shit.
Right,
like,
there's
it-
turf
there's a lot
management
of-
companies that like
for
gotta
sure.
come
There's
in
a
and
lot
shit.
that goes into that.
Oh yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But every town around here has a turf field at least, if not multiple.
We live in a good area.
Philly's got a ton now.
They should.
Right.
A ton.
It's less upkeep, and I mean, Philly blows my mind. I feel like they have a lot of money, but they don't use it right. Like you can literally lose a fucking tire driving down State Road.
Well, they've redone 95 27 times since
Dude,
I've
like,
been alive.
I've hit my head on the fucking steering wheel sometimes. Like
Well, 95 was like
I'm
a
not.
fucking
You're not supposed to
15-year
text and-
project or something.
You're not supposed to text and drive. Like I've hit in a pothole coming home from basketball one time, and like my phone went flying into the back seat and shit. Like I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna like leave my windows open so my phone don't go flying out the window. I hit a pothole not looking.
You guys want to start top 5 or what? Because we're at an hour right now. What do you think?
I'm down.
Yeah, let's fucking start top 5.
All right.
I don't care what Ev says.
I'm with it.
We're fucking starting. Here he goes.
All right, yeah.
What do you say?
You said tell him why we chose top 5.
Oh yeah. As he's fucking taking a piss in the corner. So this top 5 this year, this year's top 5. I haven't talked a lot this episode. I'm nervous. So we did video games, top 5 video games this week.
Yes.
Because Bert likes video games. He's pretty good. He's pretty good at them. I'll still fucking wax him.
Tattooed on his hand.
But Bert, you're on Twitch and shit, right? Bert?
I am. / I'm Mike Bert.
I'm Mike Bert.
No spaces.
Check it out.
What's your number 1 Twitch game?
Right now is
yeah. What are you playing right now?
PUBG.
Never heard of it.
Player Unknown Battleground. But it's just basically Fortnite, but it's real, like real life, like Call of Duty in a way.
Fortnite's goofy as shit.
Fortnite's goofy, but it's you can't knock it, dude.
I don't know.
I'm terrible. I can't play it.
I played it with my nephews. They love that shit.
It's
free and it's a
that's
multi-billion-dollar
I think
game.
personally it would not be that big if it wasn't free.
Okay,
Well, yeah,
makes sense to me.
You know what
right. I mean, when shit's free, a lot of people want to fucking.
I remember
try
when it first came out, and everybody was still sketchy saying it sucked, and then all of a sudden, like the developers really backed the game, so like they consistently update it and throw new shit into it, costumes
Costumes are huge,
it's
dude. I spent so much money on the new Call of Duty because I wanted my dude to be like an Air Force Ranger. Like I wanted to get the fucking mask hanging off his shit. You don't even see it when you play. It's fucking. You hold the gun. I'm so sick of Call of Duty.
No, but
I'm so sick of Call of Duty.
Yeah, I haven't bought one in a while.
We have the new Call of Duty. Black Ops 4 is coming out on Thursday night at 12 o'clock.
For what the...
and you got it already? Is that what you're saying?
I don't have it already.
They don't come out to November usually, right? So what, you got like a little leak thing?
No.
This one's coming out early?
It's coming out in October, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they changed the date.
I'm not buying it.
I'm telling you, you should.
No, I haven't bought one in a while.
No.
It's
Oh, you played it?
I have too many games
coming.
I have too many games coming out right now that I'm into, and I can't. I'm still hardcore.
The first
deep
time
into
Call of Duty's introducing Battle Royale.
because they're taking that from Fortnite.
Yep.
Good for
So
them.
what was that?
Learn.
Battle Royale is the survival game, just like how I explained to you.
Oh, right.
the other night.
Yeah.
Like where you basically drop in, find a gun, find equipment,
And try to
kill
kill
the
people.
One
fuck
kill-
out of everybody
one kill,
in
you're
front of
done?
you. One death, you're done.
So that sucks.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
Well,
so
it sucks
like,
if
Do you
you're
have to sit
bad.
there and watch the game though?
no, you can just exit out and just restart, and you can play duos, and you can play with 3 other players.
Oh, so teams of 3, that would be dope.
Well, teams of 4, 3 other players, including yourself.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Teams of 4, but in this one,
Can
you
you-
can fly helicopters, you
Nice.
drive quads.
Can you play
trucks.
local games?
Yeah, like private matches and shit like that. Yeah.
Okay, because they took that out of a couple versions, didn't they?
No. They've always had like a
I could've
private
swore.
match. Yeah, they've always had private matches in it.
Because we used to play that in college.
Yeah, where
Like
you
just
just
get,
play
like, a
each other.
local- yeah.
Yeah. They've
I'm
always
not
had
gonna.
it.
All right, you know what? Let's get into the top 5 because I feel like a lot of this can start to spread. All right, today's top 5 favorite video games.
See, this is tough, dude.
It was really
Me and
tough.
Ed were texting earlier.
Now, like we said, we brought on Bert for now. Every top 5 when we have a guest usually has something to do with the guest.
Yeah, we try to specialize a
like
little
I'll
bit.
reach out to the guest and be like, all right, I gave you what 3 different type of things.
and the other 2 were
The other 2 were really good.
They were
So-
hard though.
So, like I said, if you guys have any requests that you want us to talk about or anything like that, Instagram us, fucking text me, whatever you want to do for top 5s you want us to talk about. But today, top 5 video games. Bert's here, Mr. Twitch. Bert, the guest always starts number 5.
Well,
What?
let me just preface this.
Never
by
mind.
saying,
Hold that thought. Right, go.
Let me just preface this by saying I play video games, but you guys definitely play more video games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I have square, triangle, circle, and X tattooed on my hand.
So my experience with video games is a little bit tighter. Like I didn't even know what PUBG was. Like
Oh yeah. Okay.
there's a ton of awesome games that I've never even fucking played or maybe even heard of.
Sure.
I think I got a solid list, but I just want to temper your expectations.
No, I'm not gonna.
No.
It can't be any worse than your celebrity crushes.
Oh, go
I
fuck
could have
yourself.
named. That will never.
Hillary
go.
Duff, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Personally, in my list, like looking at my list, I could have named a bunch of new games. You know what I mean? But they're like stupid.
Right.
I don't think either of you probably even played half.
Name
of
whatever
them.
you want. It's just there's
I would
a
have
new game.
Right,
is
just
hard
tell
to
us about
compete.
it.
A new game is hard to compete. All right, here's this. Top 5. We only get one honorable mention. I don't want this to get carried away because sometimes we get carried away with honorable mentions. Honorable mention.
I'm cool with that.
I was actually thinking about honorable mentions before, and I was like, I'm gonna try to not mention them.
Okay.
So
I got one.
just
I
go
got two,
ahead.
but
Just
I'm
go
good
ahead.
for one.
Bert?
All right, so number 5
Go ahead.
is we just talked about it, PUBG.
There you
Okay.
go.
And that's what it's called.
I'm not. Yeah, it's called. No, it's called
Hold on.
Players Unknown Battleground.
Oh.
Yeah,
Bert,
pull
we
that
gotta
shit
do-
up,
yeah, I'm
Wise.
sorry, Bert. We got to start doing
No,
this.
no, you're
Okay,
fine.
keep
Yeah.
talking about it.
No, but so the game is fun, but it's a little finicky. So it's like a lot of trouble playing online.
That's what I was gonna say. It's mostly online
So
game.
the AI,
it's
the AI is
an
not up to
online
date.
game.
Oh, okay. It's
Yeah.
only online.
Yeah,
Yeah, that wouldn't be
There's no
AI
story.
would
I
be
don't.
the other thing.
No, I'm trying to think. No, there is no story mode.
Okay.
It's just straight up you're playing.
See, I like story mode. I usually go through the story mode first before I go through online,
Bert, how do
Yeah.
you spell it?
just to get like a little
Players. As soon as you type in
PUBG.
just type in PUBG, it'll come up.
PUBG.
So I mean, the game is essentially Fortnite, like we were just talking about, but it's more realistic. So you have to compensate for bullet drop, and there's different scopes and attachments for each gun and different ammo. It's not all
So it's like
generalized.
Call of Duty meets Fortnite.
Yeah, essentially like that. Yeah. So
Well, Battlegrounds its own type of thing. It's its own Battlegrounds its own Call of Duty. Battlegrounds a game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He's saying, but Call of Duty's like a more.
But I'm just
realistic
saying, like,
game.
just to give
Right.
people, like, Battleground is a game like Call of Duty, just by itself. Battleground.
Yeah.
There it is.
What you got it up? Yeah. So I mean, you jump out of a plane and
Love it.
you parachute into different zones, and now like you said, like you have one life. So if you jump in, you die. You fucking restart, and I mean that
Okay.
gets really fucking.
And this is what you're
frustrating.
playing right now.
Yeah, yeah.
This is your-
This is what I'm playing right now.
This is your shit.
And
right now.
I'm not. I mean, I've been playing it for the past couple months. It's kind of annoying. I'm kind of over it.
Now, are there teams? Are you on a team or are you by
Yeah, you
yourself?
can play solo, duos, or squads.
Oh, you said
The
that.
squads are a squad of 4.
Okay.
Now you could play like one. You could play one-man squads where you're a solo guy going in against
teams of
teams
4.
of 4. Where that's if you're really feeling it and you're
If you're good.
if you're good.
Is that what you do?
I do that to warm up. I mean
Oh, okay.
I can hold my own, but it's tough. You got to play smart. You can't just run. It's not like Call of Duty where you can just run around and just fucking
Turn
shoot the
around and
shit at
shoot
people,
and- yeah.
slide, jump. This is like more realistic.
Strategic.
Where
You guys-
yeah,
you gotta
have
hide
to wear
behind
You have
corners
to
and shit
find
like that.
helmets. You have to find a chest, a vest. You have to find a backpack. There's certain levels to each backpack.
Right.
There's certain levels to everything besides guns. Guns are straight out. Guns attachments, but there's certain ammo.
And how big is the map that like when you get dropped, do you have like a couple minutes to find shit, or are you gonna fucking find somebody like
so there's
12
a,
seconds in?
There's
You
a
gotta
flight path.
punch
the
'em.
flight path changes every single time the game starts. So it could either come straight through the middle of the map, on the right side of the map, to the left. Sometimes it always like favors towards the middle, and you can either what we call a stretch, where you want to stretch far away from the path so that you don't run into anybody, or if you do run into people, it's going to be like 2 or 3 people.
right?
Or
Only the other people that.
or
stretch.
you call it like a hot drop, where you drop over top of like a city, and for a fact, like as soon as you land, you're like, oh fuck, I gotta get a gun, and you gotta run into the first building. Sometimes buildings don't even have guns.
And you're like, motherfucker, I chose
Yeah,
the
and
wrong
all of a sudden
fucking
you have like
building.
a pan,
right.
and the pans are funny as shit when you get the kills
Start
with the pan.
cracking people with them.
Yeah, you hear a ding, ding. Like you get in people's cars, and like I actually have a Twitch clip of it. I'm in the back of a car, and there's 2 people driving, and I beat the shit out of both of them.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's fun. It's definitely it takes some getting used to, especially if you've never played a game.
Right.
And I mean, there's a huge skill gap because like
Right,
every
the people
shot
that are
counts.
good at it, yeah.
Like if you're gonna get hit in your chest, they're gonna chew you up. If you have a level 1, like it's a lot of shit. A lot of factors go into it.
That's a good part about a game like Call of Duty, where like
You can
If-
hop on and just play.
and if you die, you're gonna respawn.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if I'm playing against you, you're probably gonna kill me fucking 9 times out of 10. But then I'll get one, and then like I'll start to settle
Yep.
in a little
Yeah,
bit. But
exactly.
like,
So
you
that's
play
why
that,
it's
you die, and you're
frustrating.
done.
That's why it's frustrating. They tell you if you're gonna start playing to challenge everything. Like so, if you hear someone shooting near you, challenge them right away, because then you slowly get used to how you have to play. If
Right.
you just jump away from everybody, like I said, like you stretch, and then you run into that one dude, then die, and then
Right,
you
you just
stretch
wasted
again.
all
you
that
wasted
time.
like 20 minutes of you just fucking running around trying to find stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that's PUBG.
Right, Rick,
my
you're up.
5?
Number 5.
So my number 5 is, we were actually talking about this before we started, how most of the games that I play, and I think you as well, Ev, are sports games because they're easy to get into. They're
I
easy
can
to
play it longer.
Exactly. And you can play it quicker off the jump.
Yeah.
Like I just bought it, haven't played it in a long time, put it in, and I'm better at it because I've played the previous generations and shit. So I'm kind of cheating a little bit and not picking a specific year, but the NHL franchises. I feel like they're the most realistic, the realistic sports.
Okay.
Where like Madden sometimes gets out of control, or like sometimes you can get somebody that's they've gotten better at it over the past couple years, but like sometimes you can get somebody that just drops back and taps circle 3 downs in a row.
Yeah,
One of them gets
Odell
caught and they're
Beckham's
down
just
for
smoking
40
you up
yards.
To
back you up, NHL is my favorite sports game.
Yeah.
See, I like NHL too, but only thing I like how it's corny is when they didn't fix where you can come around the net and score every single time.
Yeah.
Which was like
And
that was
also-
super
Right.
early.
And also, 2
super
years
early.
ago, checking was through the
Yeah.
roof. You used to get hit and go flying.
But I also
Right.
loved it because it was like
See,
fucking
but
hit stick.
I used to play by myself, and I would lower the penalties all the way down so you could just fuck
just
each other
fucking
up,
Fucking
smoke
cross-check
people.
smash people.
Yeah. It was
Constantly
like fucking
smash
hit
people.
sticks. So I know I needed to put a sports game in here because that's the most time that I spend
I do
is
like
on
NHL.
sports games.
I
And I
have not
think
played it.
NHL is the best.
I have not played it.
Now,
like
me
that in a
personally,
really long
I'm going to
time.
go to my number 5. I chose not to include any sports games.
Okay.
I play sports games the most because, like I said, you start a franchise mode and anything, and you can just go
Right.
at it for fucking months.
Right, you're making trades,
Because
free agents.
all right, if
and
I beat a
fucking-
game, I'm not redoing it.
right.
Yeah, no way.
So I beat the game, and I love it, blah, blah, blah. So just so off the thing, I'm not going to do any sports games. Bert, look at the TV. Tony Hawk Underground. Now, a lot of the games I'm going to mention are like series. So,
Oh yeah, so that was, hold on, my bad.
you have to pick the best game,
Yeah,
your
the
favorite
one,
game
right?
of the series. Yeah.
Oh, because my
now-
number 1 is a series. So
That's fine. No, that's fine. Just
so
do
go
your
fuck
list.
yourself.
Do your list. Because now I put up Tony Hawk Underground and all Tony Hawk, but my favorite is Tony Hawk Underground 2. I like 2 better than 1.
So specifically,
I agree.
specifically, Tony
Why isn't it?
Effectively.
Tony
Oh
Hawk
my
Underground
God.
2.
The TV's all fucked up, but my favorite is Tony Hawk Underground 2. And it's better than, to me, I like Tony Hawk Underground 2
I can't believe that's your number 5.
more than all the
Because it's
Tony Hawk Pro
should
Skaters
be
and shit. But I'm saying, like,
higher or lower?
Higher.
but,
That's iconic.
dude, it's so good.
High,
Because it was like,
high.
it had that free,
high iconic.
it had that free range to it.
Iconic, you may say.
It had the TV's all fucked up. It had that free range to it where you can do whatever
Dude,
you want, and like skate and not do
anything.
the missions yet and shit, and just start fucking
Did that game have
start manualing down the fucking road. You can tattoo your own fucking
number
dude.
2 had it, but I'm not sure if number 1 had it where
Climb
you
the
could
roof.
create your own skate parks.
I don't remember that.
I think that was the best part about it.
I know you could create your own trick, create your own signature trick, which
Yeah.
I fucking love.
I loved making skate parks.
I forget
think
what
they were the
my
best thing
favorite
ever.
was, where he used to flip the board out and it looked like he was about to drop it, and he would catch it and bring it back in. It was so fucking
It was
sick,
like this.
dude. Like he did a kickflip off the half pipe, and it was like we were high up in the air, and like the board would get away from him, and he'd grab it. It was so sick.
I do. Tony Hawk is iconic.
See, one of
I
my
love that game.
honorable
If you want to
mentions.
put it on the screen when you type in.
Oh,
next
okay. I
game.
got you.
One of my honorable mentions was actually Dave Mirror. It's a similar game,
Likewise.
but I didn't.
Like
That was it.
That's a.
Loving.
I was just gonna say that's the first time I ever heard Sublime.
Yeah.
Loving is
and-
what I got.
And still, when I hear it, I'm like,
remember
yo,
that?
Dave Mirror, dog.
Dude, the best part about that is when you can like put in the cheat code and be the Slim Jim guy and start doing bike tricks and shit.
Everything about that game, I lined that up with Tony Hawk. It wasn't as good as Tony Hawk,
Right.
but I love Dave Mirror.
You'd fall and look like you got shot by a sniper. You'd be
Oh,
all rubber
God.
band man and shit.
Mm-hmm. Like,
God.
get up, come on, time's running
Dude,
out.
Dave, my love is.
Wait, how do you do this?
Just hit Ryan's Chromecast,
I got you.
and then you can type it in. Tony Hawk. All of them are so fucking good. All right, Bert's number 4 is coming up. He's over here fucking fiddling.
I just headbutted him, Mike.
Over here fiddling with the fuck. Oh my god, it says GameCube on the top of that Tony Hawk Underground too. How dare you?
It's a great system.
I
I had
guess.
Dreamcast.
I got
Dreamcast?
Gamecast. Motherfucker, I said I got Gamecast.
There's GameCube
Mother
and there's
puppies.
Dreamcast.
Pitbull's fool.
Today, dude.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
Yo, I mean, we're on a podcast right now.
Yeah,
People are fucking
I know,
listening.
My bad. All right, so my number 4 is
Just show us the screen.
GTA Vice City.
Okay.
Solely because, again, I'm saying iconic. Iconic. It didn't work. I tried to do it, dude. I hit Ryan's thing. No, but Vice City, not anything like pops into mind. Why? It was. I told Evan, I was like, I could say. I said it actually earlier. I said anything I play now, you guys might not know. So I was thinking of like back then, like what games where I was like, holy shit, I want to fucking play
This
it
is a
24/7.
sick fucking game.
Yeah, this is bang. I remember taking on the bikes, doing the jumps. Vice City.
The
is
samurai
mine.
sword.
Like Jake said before the podcast, going to the strip club and shit. You know, it was
All right,
lit
you know
for
what?
that grade.
We kind of have to nip this in the butt before we get into it. Now, we all have a top 5. There's no way Grand Theft Auto is not in all of our top 5s.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we do about this?
We just keep
Honorable
going.
All right,
mention.
just keep
Why
going.
don't we
Yeah.
drop it? Why don't we drop it on? Unless, see, GTA is that your? Is that your?
Right,
It is.
right. Just go
My number 4.
Good.
My number 4 is a similar game to GTA, kind of, I guess. Red Dead Redemption.
Oh,
Number 2, or the second one's coming out, what, next
October
week or something like
26th.
that?
October 26th.
Yeah.
Don't get me fucking started.
all right. Ready? See how hype you two are? I've never played it,
No?
but I've heard great things about number 2. My barber told me what intrigued him to get the game is that you can be in like the mountains where it's cold and the horse's balls shrivel up. That's how deep they went into it.
Dude, it's It's Grand Theft Auto, just you're in the
In the
West.
Wild Wild West.
In the
yeah.
Wild West.
Really?
Like 1900 or some
see,
shit.
Now I'm gonna have to get this.
Red Dead Redemption 2 is 1899.
Yeah.
So the gunslingers that's when like the law really started cracking down. Like you can't just do whatever you want.
Well, that's the first one. Like he has to go after like his old fucking his old crew.
As your background.
Right click.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do that.
He has to go after like his old crew. As the law is like trying to get out to the west because the west it was a Wild Wild West and it's like the start.
Ryan, I'm
of,
so happy you fucking said this.
It's the start of the end of the Wild Wild West. The
Dude,
beginning of the end.
I'm
Losers lose,
I'm
winners
pissed
win.
that I didn't play it now that you guys.
We'll
are
get the
saying it
second
like
one.
that. No,
Yeah.
I'm
Or get
gonna
the first
have
one,
to.
too.
Yeah, there's a lot
Well,
coming out though.
The
like you
first,
said.
well, it's
First
not the
one's
first
PlayStation 3
Two.
though.
It's actually the second one because the first one was called Red Dead Revolver, and that was for PlayStation
Well, yeah,
2.
technically. PlayStation, but Red Dead Redemption is PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
really?
like-
So I wouldn't even be able to play.
That was like 20 fucking 10?
2010. Yeah, I have all the dates written down next to
Oh,
the
do ya?
games. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
All right. Oh, God. See, I love that we all get conflicted into this. All right, my number 4 is Batman Arkham City. Now, Wow, I'm going to have to shrink that. Shrink it.
I
Shrink it.
can't do this.
Yeah, do it until, like, remember when you could do it into, like, the squares where it would be, like, a bunch of different
It
things?
got a lot more complicated back in 1998. All right.
Come on, dog. Square that up. So, number 4 is Batman Arkham City. Now, the Batman whole... Now we're talking about series, like we were
Right,
talking
yep.
about. Like you just said, the whole thing. So, series, the first one was Arkham Asylum,
Mhm.
and then it went Arkham City, Arkham Origins, and then the Arkham Knight. The Arkham Knight was for PS4.
Right.
Now, Arkham
That's
City...
the only one I played.
Arkham Knight?
Yeah.
Now, Arkham City was so fucking good. So the first one is Arkham Asylum, where the inmates legit just take over Arkham Asylum, which, if anyone knows anything about Batman, is just like pretty much like the prison, but all of his enemies are criminally insane. They're not just regular prisoners. So it's like a psych ward, jail, maximum security type thing. So Arkham Asylum just gets taken over. Now, number 2 is Arkham City, where it spills into the streets. The prisoners start taking over Gotham, and they start building walls up and shit. And, like, it's literally like how we have that whole type of thing, where it's like Batman or Grand Theft Auto, but you're just kind of Batman, where you get to... It's the first one where you get to wander... Well, no, you did it in Arkham City, but you get to wander around, and, like, there's side missions, too, where you just kick ass and shit at people, like...
I've never
Right, that's what
played
that's what
Batman.
fucking makes it a good game. Like just to
Where
be
you
able
can
to
pick
do
and
whatever the
choose.
fuck you want.
Like, follow the story mode or go over here and save this person. There's clues over here. You got to go find this pig serial killer, and you don't know how to do it.
No.
Arkham,
I've never
Arkham,
played them.
the whole Arkham series
I
is
knew
so
you were
good.
gonna throw them in. I knew you were a big Batman guy.
Dude, they're so good. They're so fucking... Arkham Origins is good because they all go in different order. So it starts at Arkham, and then it goes to Arkham City. And then, obviously, Arkham Origin goes all the way back to how it started before Arkham
Right, it's like
Asylum.
it's like a TV show
Like,
Gotham.
you didn't
came
know,
out
yeah, you
after.
didn't know who the Joker was yet, but like it's so fucking. Anyway, Arkham City, number 4.
I'm kind of. I never played it. I know you were a big Batman guy,
Yeah, I'm
but
getting him tattooed on my leg.
wait, with the with
With the
The
Indian
chief?
head? No, the other leg.
all right, ready. So I know Evans.
So number 3.
I'm gonna say Evans got this on his. So this is my number 3, possibly. Need for Speed, Underground
2.
2. This and Dave Chappelle
My
were our anthems for probably 09 and 10.
No. 05 and 06.
Oh yeah. Freshman
8th
year.
grade, yeah. It's like
Freshman
7th, 8th grade, freshman year.
Yep.
Dave Chappelle, we watched the Chappelle series and played Need for Speed Underground 2.
For probably the year.
It's
straight.
my honorable mention, number 7. I love it so fucking
Dude,
much.
so much. And
Dude.
that was another thing. I didn't know if it was
So good.
Underground 2.
1 or 2?
No.
Two's better.
Or Most Wanted.
That was so good.
And I didn't know which one it was, but then I looked at the album cover. And
When
I
you
was
see
like,
the back wheel of him
Yeah, the
drifting.
back wheel, yep.
Oh.
Now, I've never played a racing game,
They're so fun.
So fun.
and that's
I have one
I
on
wanted.
PS4. I downloaded it for free because I always check out PS4's free games. I just downloaded Mafia 3 for free.
Yeah,
It's fucking good.
Never played it.
that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what to. I seriously have like looked up racing games because I was like, I feel like a racing game would be fun, and then like just never bought one.
Well, Need for Speed, I felt like it was more like, because I loved Fast and the Furious.
Yes,
Right.
that's exactly why we
So
got
I
it.
was like sick, get to pimp my own car out,
Yep.
race. Then you can race like fucking Escalades because they were the thing back then.
Yep.
Right.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Super
Free
slow.
wells.
Super slow.
And
It's an
dude,
SUV, so
it was I mean, that game was iconic just solely because it might not have been the best game, but the fact that you could actually pimp your own car out, decals, all that.
So good.
You could tune it if you actually knew what you were doing, but
right.
it was banging.
Dude,
So
I'm
that's
fucking this up.
That is
Need
my
for
number
Speed.
3. Need
I
for Speed
love it.
Underground
I
2.
love that, Bert. I fucking love it.
My number 3 is going back to N64, and it's GoldenEye
Ooh,
007.
I can't believe how many times
another
I've seen
iconic.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it was like one of the first like you versus me. Let me see if I can fucking get a gun to find you and kill you. If I can get this golden gun, I swear to God, I'm gonna fuck your shit up, dude.
The best is when you used to play. The best is when
the
you
big head cheat.
No.
Oh, okay.
When you used to play local play, like you were
That's
talking
what I'm
about
saying.
earlier,
Yeah,
and you'd be like glancing over your screen, like,
yeah.
"Fuck, he's got that
Oh.
golden gun."
Or like you look over and be like, oh, he's upstairs. I know how to get there. And they're like, where are you? And you're playing somebody that doesn't play that much. They're like, where are you at? And I'm like, I don't know. And you're like, left, right,
Yep.
and he should be right through this room. Done. Boom. Pop, pop, pop. Dead. Oh, I got you, man. I didn't even see you.
Oh shit, you scared me.
Yeah.
You'd be running. Didn't they have like air ducts and shit you could climb through?
Yeah, dude.
That game was. I didn't play a ton of it, but I did love playing it because of the local
I didn't
play.
have a whole bunch of N64, but N64 was the shit.
Oh, fuck yeah. So I feel like Nintendo
I'm
made
disappointed.
games that like
Their graphics just weren't up to par.
no, but like they made games that like you could continue to play. Like obviously they have like Mario, like and like these games that were intended to you buy and then continue to play, whereas opposed to like PlayStation and shit like that, like where you get Madden, you're gonna have to buy next year's Madden and then next year's Madden and then next year's Madden or next year's Call of Duty and then next year's Call of Duty.
That's
like,
literally what Call of Duty's like biggest failure is.
right. Like they don't make games that are like
Longevity.
exactly. Or, like you can play this game for like fucking 3 years because you don't have to buy the new version, shit like that. Like I
Yep.
feel like Nintendo could do that and they could make more money, but they're like, nah, we're gonna make good games.
See, I love that the systems now are coming back with like older games. Like, so you can play on the Xbox One, you can play Xbox 360 games.
Yeah, you can download like Crash Bandicoot.
That's
and
what I'm
shit on
saying. Yeah, they're
PlayStation.
starting to slowly
Right.
like revamp these old games, which is fucking awesome.
Crash Team Racing is my number 8 honorable mention.
Number 8 honorable mention.
All right, my bad. Did I cut you off?
No, how many
No,
do you
said-
have?
and
As many as I
and-
want. God
and you
damn
said
it.
one. You said one honorable
Yeah,
mention.
well, you
I
know
get
what?
your fucking name is on the logo, but Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
you know what? God damn it.
I'm gonna cross it out. I'll tell you that.
Shit. Shit. What number?
So my
we
number
on?
3 is GoldenEye.
Okay, but my number 3 is the Grand Theft Auto series. Now, obviously,
I said
shut
I
up.
had
I'm not.
series,
Can I
and you
fucking
brought
say
up
what
a
I wanted
fucking
to
series?
say? Can I say what I wanted to say?
Motherfucker,
Can I say what I wanted to fucking say?
Go ahead.
Now, I'm saying the Grand Theft Auto series. I'm gonna pick one of them.
Okay.
You piece of shit.
You fucking cocksucker.
I couldn't pick one. I
Now here's the thing.
While.
Obviously, number 5 is the best because
yeah.
it's for PS4 and Xbox
Most
360.
recent.
And you got the
most
graphics
features.
and
The
shit,
graphics are
yeah.
through the roof. You can
Besides
pick 3.
the 4-hour-long waiting screen to get into a game.
But go ahead.
Ooh, did I just
Vice
trash your
City.
game?
Vice City.
Vice
is my
City.
fave.
It's
like,
iconic.
if Vice City was updated, graphic-wise, and you could have the same feature, just one guy, because like it's cool in Grand Theft Auto 5. You know, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that long ago, but I do remember it's been out for a grip.
That's 5 years.
That's high school.
That's crazy. No, high school was 09.
I'm
But-
saying high school was 4 years long.
But I'm saying, yeah, fuck. But I'm saying, like, holy shit. Now, I don't need the 3 characters and shit, but, like, if I can get some of the features, but Vice City's the best settings.
Yeah.
1980s, Miami, Coke, bitches, Lambos, fucking cool-ass Tommy Bahama shirts. He had a samurai sword. He was fucking cutting bitches.
Dude, oh, man.
You used to steal that yellow Porsche from, like, Commando.
Yep.
But the thing is, like, you would go into a different city and all of a sudden be like, loading. You'd be like, fuck!
Yep. I just feel like 5 has so much problems now. Like, so I have a lot
Well,
of
they
friends.
do the whole online shit.
Yeah,
I don't play that.
Like, my friends all play the online thing, and there's like
Sure, it's so fun.
there's like a 5-minute loading screen in between each, like, trying to get into a game. Like, you're just there, like, hovering over the fucking map. You could probably go take a shit and come back, and then all of a sudden you're, like, spawned in. It's dope, though, getting in there and playing. Like, if you got bread, you fuck people a lot. Like,
That's what I was gonna say. Like I hear like you just die like fucking somebody fucking kills you like immediately.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you got the
That's
money
it.
to go and buy those RPGs and shit,
Yeah, you're fucking everybody
hell,
up.
you got the helicopter, you're like, oh, these are all fucked.
Yeah. Number 2.
Number 2. All right. Tony Hawk
Uh-oh.
series, but
right.
because that entire
The series
thing
is
just
incredible.
fucking incredible. I was torn between 1 and 2,
They're
but
both
the
so good.
reason why I picked 2 was because I thought that they had the customization, like where you could customize.
It had
your
to
own
be, because
parts.
there's no way they would have it in 1 and not 2. So it's definitely in 2.
Yeah, I think I'm almost positive.
And then they had the doors as their thing. Burn,
Dude.
Break on through to the other side. That was like their themes. I was so fucking cool.
I just like
get
you said,
sued.
like where you can customize everything, like where you could have
Tattoos,
fucking tattoos.
beanies.
My character in every single Tony Hawk
We have dreadlocks and shit. You
had
fucking would.
flame
Tattoos?
tattoos
Like
coming
Linkin
from
Park.
his fucking wrist.
Because you were really in the Linkin
yes,
Park.
I was.
You son of a bitch. I know this motherfucker. I know you. Your
He was
Chester.
tall,
R.I.P.
skinny, and fucking tatted from his wrists up.
Just like fucking Daddy Long Dick across from us right now. Bert created himself.
I just sucked at skateboarding now.
Love
No,
it.
Tony Hawk. I think the series itself, like we've been saying,
So good.
GTA, so sick.
It's so good. Absolutely.
So that was my number
I
2.
love it.
My number 2, I'm sticking with the same console, and 64.
Nice.
Super Mario 64.
Love it.
Classic.
So it's like,
Love
yeah,
it.
it's
Classic.
it was like, again, like I was talking about GoldenEye, how it was like one of like the first like me versus you shooters. Well, Super Mario 64 was one of the first like explore this world type things. Like it took
Never-ending
the
steps or something like that.
right.
remember?
It took the Mario, the 2D Mario that you just ran across the
Mhm.
screen
Yeah.
and like kind of like fucking made a 3D twist to it. He could do like fucking backflips and shit like that.
Love
Like
it.
he was swimming, doing whatever the fuck you wanted to do. You could go in to play different levels, and you're going through the castle trying to save the fucking prince, or trying to save
the
fucking
Prince.
trying to save the prince. It was an alternate version that I got. I wasn't allowed the regular
knockoff
version.
one.
You on that gay shit. I was on that 46, not N64.
Oh, dude, another iconic.
Right.
That's definitely good.
And that was the only game that my mom ever played. Like even she was like, "This is kind of a cool game. Like I'll
Ooh,
play
that's
this
a good
shit."
thing.
Like
All right, I'll go to my number 2. Before number 1s, we'll mention like, all right,
I got one for my mom.
hold on, I got it.
that was the only game my mom ever played.
That's
so
fine. So I'll bring that up too. All right, my number 2 is Red Dead Redemption
okay.
because I loved all 3 of them, and I am fucking ecstatic for October 26th.
That's why you knew it.
I'm gonna probably have to grab this.
It's
Is it,
so
wait,
good.
is it on Xbox too?
It should
Yeah,
be.
I'm sure
should
it
be
is.
on Xbox and
I didn't know if it was or not.
PlayStation. It's not
Yeah.
like the new Spider-Man that came out. I heard is so dope, but it's only for PS.
Yeah, it's only PS. Yeah.
I'll probably get it just because.
They showed that they were like, wow, PS4 players are like this, and it's like Spider-Man going across the city like shooting webs. And it's like Xbox players are like this, and it's the Lego story one.
That's the best one. Like people are like, oh, dudes from Androids take pictures like this, and it'll be a picture of like a couple black guys from San Andreas like this. It's like Android users. It's so fucking funny. All right,
that's a great debate too.
But Red Dead Redemption is so good. It's literally the cowboy version of Grand Theft Auto. And you think you would like the regular version, but like the regular version makes more sense. So like you want to live in more of that fantasy land of cowboys and shit.
Right.
Because like I'm not into Game of Thrones like medieval shit.
Not at all.
But like cowboys, like the early America really interests me. It's so cool. Because like you go up to like Indian huts and you can buy like a tomahawk, get a new fucking.
Or you go take down like a fucking
You just rob
animal, and then
people
like
and
you fucking sell the animal. or
Yeah,
some
like
shit,
you
for
skin
some...
a fucking wolf and you sell its fur, and that's how you get
That's
money.
dope.
You get
Right.
to hunt. Like you put like a new saddle on your fucking horse. Like so much cool shit, dude.
That is dope. I'm gonna
And you just rob trains. You're gonna rob trains and shit. The graphics in this one are gonna be fucking.
Like I said, the balls shrivel up. So I mean,
Oh, that's what I'm looking forward to.
like my barber was dead serious. He was so serious. He was like, dude, he's like, I was watching a teaser for it, and he's like, I just strolled across the IGN, like like the YouTube, and
I
he's like,
still get magazines from.
he's
them.
like, I'm flipping through, and he's like, I don't know. He's like, I just heard of this game, so I looked at it. He's like, and one of the highlights that they like focused on was the fucking horse's
Look at the nuts on
balls
this guy.
shriveling up.
All right, before you get to your one, Bert, video games you ever got to play with your parents? Because I only have two that I ever got to play with my dad.
I'll
And
start.
Because me and my brother in sports
You start, because
I'll start.
My brother-
Super Mario 64.
Bud broke
Done.
13 PlayStation paddles just between me and him playing Madden. You have fucking cheat codes and done. There's one of them, and we would just scrap because I used to tear him up in Madden. Tear him up. I used to be Miami when they had Ricky Williams. See ya.
Keep talking, because I know the game. I just gotta.
Oh, you're bugging.
I am.
I know too. I'll say it if you.
I got it. Final Fantasy. Dreamcast though.
Now here's the thing.
Yeah,
You
I
can
got
bring up the
Dreamcast.
whole Final Fantasy like catalog, and people will fucking melt. Like that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
the real
That's-
deal
yeah.
Holyfield.
That's like people are still obsessed with that fucking game.
Dude, they dress up as them and shit in like Comic-Con. Like
All
they're
right,
fucking.
Comic-Con, real fast. I was in San Diego a couple months ago,
Did you go to it?
and it was Comic-Con. No, my friends don't
Should've-
do that shit.
I would have went with you. I mean,
yeah.
you would have cruised.
Oh my god!
I would have walked around with a fucking Deadpool or like Rey Mysterio
Dude,
mask and just
now,
had at it.
Now you see people. All
You ain't got to
got
get dressed up though, right?
No,
Nah,
you don't.
sure
Just
not.
fucking go.
No,
yeah.
But
we
there's
were
no
in
way I
the
would have
heart-
walked around with a Pokemon wristband.
We
or
were
something
in the
just
heart
fuck with it.
of fucking San Diego, like drinking, like out, whatever. And like we sat at a bar, and dude, I was like memorized by looking at these people because like I'm a nerd, so like I'm looking at all that shit.
It's
Dude,
fun.
they go fucking all
Impressive
out.
though.
Dude. They're yeah.
Like
that's
they're
what-
like half of them had to be
so
makeup
there was
artists.
a family. There was a family. They were all dressed as Spider-Man,
Love it.
but the youngest went from like the shittiest little costume to the dad had like he looked like he just fucking walked off the set. Like the nuttiest
It's fucked
thing.
up that like the dad had the best one.
Oh, of
like
course.
They were like,
But
nah,
like,
I ain't
dude,
gonna
like
give that to him.
seeing those fucking people, like how detailed and how like serious they are about their costumes,
But
The
was-
effort they put into it.
is insane.
But it's one thing like when you see
Wolverine with
Spider-Man because like
claws.
most people will notice Spider-Man. They'll be like, "Oh, he's Spider-Man." It's another thing like when you see pictures of people online and like you have to see the comparison to like the game to know who the fuck it is. You're like they're wearing like normal clothes or something like that, and they're just doing something with their makeup or like they have
Yeah,
like a
where
different
you're-
shirt on.
Where you gotta
And you're
guess.
like-
I'd rather look at you and be like, "Oh shit!" Like,
Exactly.
there was a dude that was dressed up as the old guy from Up.
Right.
Like he was walking with a cane and had the like a pole and then had like fake balloons, and I'm like, that's fucking sick. I'm in the bar drinking. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So like sometimes I'll see pictures and shit online of like people and like they have like an awesome fucking costume. But like if I took away that right picture of like the
I would have
actual
no
character, you're like, who the fuck? You know they're dressed up as something, but it's not Halloween,
there's a
so I don't
dude-
know why you're doing it.
There's a dude who dresses up like Peter Griffin from Family Guy, right?
I heard him.
I was like stuttering right there. And
you
he
ever
talks exactly like him. If you have a chance, look it up on YouTube. He's like, I did it joking around the one day, and like
killed
people
it.
were like, "Holy fuck, dude! You really look like him, and you sound like him." Like he like generally is like a bigger dude and has glasses and everything, and it's fucking hilarious.
Did you ever see that one video like they're on like the I'm gonna make myself look like an asshole. They have like Darth Vader and the stormtroopers and shit, and the door opens, and a guy dressed up as Peter Griffin and another person dressed up as a bird like walk by, like kind of like
Punching
fighting
each
each other,
other
and
and
then the door shuts and shit.
That's so
It's kind of funny. So do you have another game that you're? you
Me
used
and
to
my
play?
dad used to play fucking Road Rash for PlayStation 1.
Was that where the motorcycles?
You were
with the fucking
motorcycles, and you would
chains?
like hit them with chains and shit. So it would be me, my brother, and my dad in the living room playing Road Rash. And my mom and sister would just sit there. I think Corey would get in, but we'd just kick her off. And it would just be us three. Like after dinner, my dad would be like, "Yo, after dinner, Road Rash." We'd be like,
Fuck yeah!
Hell yeah!
and yo, our TV was the size of a refrigerator. It was PlayStation 1. The graphics were probably worse than a fucking.
But they looked awesome at the time. You're like, dude, look at
Fuck
this.
yeah, dude. Oh, that, and then my dad used to play Need for Speed. I think it just came out for PS2. It was, oh no. Ready for this? Test Drive for PS2. It was called Test Drive.
Test drive.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Because there was a thing called, like, where you used to have to outrun the police. You would either be the cop or, like, sometimes my
I
dad
kind of feel like I played this fucking game.
so, like,
I feel like I rented it at
because there was like
Blockbuster.
always a bunch
Hollywood
of different
Video.
types of test drives, but like this one just came out for PS2 or it might have been PS3. I'm sorry, and like so it was like, all right, let's just do test drive, and so
Pull
like
that-
you got
pull
to
that
be
shit up.
you got to be a I know that's what I'm looking for. You got to be the cop or be the what's it called and chase after the person. Oh, so fucking fun! But they had like the charger and shit. Oh, dude.
That was your only choices, to be the cop or be the
No,
robber?
no, it was an actual game, but the version, like what me and my dad played was, here it is, Test Drive, PS2. This one.
Is it gonna go up?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Is this your first time using the internet?
You know what? Shut your mouth.
Yeah, you know what the most viewed video on YouTube is?
Gangnam Style.
How to use the internet.
This right here, this one for PS2, Atari, Test Drive, when you had the challengers and you would just fucking.
What else could you do in the game?
But there was like a story mode and shit, but there was like
okay.
like a side thing where it was like Hot Pursuit, like that type thing.
Right.
Test Drive.
I kind of feel like I played it, but it might have been one of those games where, like, what'd you get when you rented something at Blockbuster or Hollywood Video? You got it for, like, what, 5 days or something like that?
You can never get Grand Theft Auto. They had State of Emergency you can never get.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's a game like this is a game that you could get. Because nobody knew what the fuck Test Drive was, except for you and your dad.
It was so good, dude. It was so fucking good.
I've never heard of it, to be completely honest.
There
with
you go.
But Blockbuster, hilarious.
I used to go there all the time to rent games.
Oh
I'd be like,
my
Dad, there's a
God.
good movie out. He'd go, what movie? He would go get it, and I'd just run up to my roommate or I got a game.
So are we get ready to do number ones?
I'm ready.
All right, number one. I mean, this is obvious. This
Mine
is
was
like literally.
Mine was not even close. Was yours even close to yours?
What do you mean?
My number one, like I knew, it's been my favorite game since I played it
This is
and beat it.
this is hands down like Call of Duty,
Okay.
and that's series Call of Duty in general.
I bet
they
you I
have-
can tell you which one's your favorite.
What's
'cause
mine?
It's my favorite Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Modern Warfare 1.
yeah, Call of Duty 4.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. So, like, I feel like Call of Duty like started fucking up.
M13.
M16.
I feel like they started fucking up when, like, people were like, dude, I want to go back to, like, fucking World War One. And they were like, no, how about lasers and shit?
Yeah, so
And people
They
were like,
fell
no, how
off.
about World War One?
big time.
Right.
They fell off,
Big
but
time.
last game, so they've released World War II.
Right, they
So-
finally went back.
Yeah, but the game was shit.
It was. I
Right.
didn't like it at all.
Shit. Played it for about a couple months and then just
Right.
wasn't a big fan of it.
Something-
But
it's over.
so now this game coming out, Black Ops 4 on Friday, and it's advanced movement, but it's not jetpacks, so you can slide. That's like what it is now.
Okay.
But Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is hands down by far
Classic.
still
The
to this
tiger
day.
camo.
So last year when they released, or 2 years ago they released the game
Remastered.
Infinite Warfare, they released remastered with that, and I probably played that
The
fucking
one train.
30 days probably.
Right.
Train map.
Dude, that game
So good. Classic.
to this day I could still pop it on and play, and I wouldn't even blink. Just like every other.
And there'll
game
be
I
a
was
bunch of
on.
people playing it.
Yeah, and still be people playing it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
God. Definitely my favorite Call of Duty, hands down.
Hands down.
My number one, we've only mentioned it 2 other times. It's the Grand Theft Auto series. And you fucking called
I
it.
pulled it at you. I was
At like fucking 5.
he was like, hold on. We're talking about series. I was like, this motherfucker.
Yeah, but here's the
He's got that shit at 1, don't he,
But
that
here's the thing,
motherfucker?
right? There's no reason not to. Grand Theft Auto is like Rockstar kills it. It's like one of the
Right.
best fucking things you can make.
Fucking Red Dead Redemption and Red Dead Redemption. and fucking
Grand
Grand
Theft
Theft
Auto,
Auto.
it's fucking incredible.
But I'll give you this one. I obviously, like we said, obviously 5 is the best
Right,
because it's the most recent. You can do the most things in it and all that kind of shit.
but
But my favorite is not Vice City.
San Andreas, huh?
As he's yelling as he's taking a fucking piss. Grand Theft Auto 4. With
Oh,
fucking
Nico
Bellic.
Bellic.
Mhm.
That was PS3, right? No, that was still PS4.
No, it was PS4. Was it?
Let's see.
I forget. To be honest
Because
with
the
you.
graphics were really good. It had to be PS4. PS4 have been out for like over 10 years now, I think.
Oh, really?
Nah, I have no idea.
No, we don't fact check. Oh, we can fact check now that we got TV.
GTA.
But GTA 4 with Nico.
My biggest thing with GTA, even with any game, I never liked playing the story mode.
I always, no matter what I do, like even when Call of Duty and shit like that, like when I used to
It
get
had to
all
be
them.
PS3. Look at the graphics.
I rip through. We can't fucking say it.
Oh, shit.
I rip through the story mode first to like learn how to play and shit like that because I don't want to jump online and, like I said, play against people like you and not be able to fucking change my gun or reload.
this is-
and-
Oh my!
oh shit, dude.
No. It's more blurry up there. Hold on.
Oh, okay. I can't even fucking reload my gun,
Yeah, but
and
there
Bert
was-
killed me like
There
four
was like so
fucking
many
4 times.
side Grand Theft Autos though. Like from this, it went to like Liberty City stories and Vice City stories after Grand Theft Auto 4. This had to be PS3
Yeah, no question.
because the graphics are really good, but it's still PS3.
How are you running that on there again? Chromecast?
Yeah,
Chromecast, yeah.
yeah, this is PS3.
You could probably
definitely.
get an HDMI converter, run it from there to
I
there.
have an HDMI
Right, but
cord.
then we need the cord to go all the way to there.
Yeah, like 20-foot cables. Not that.
I have one.
expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually have one at my house.
Well, after we fucking drill holes, maybe we'll go and then we can come out under the.
Dude, is
thing,
this
so it's not
this
in the way
might
and
be
shit.
PS4?
Nah, I think it was PS3.
Yeah, it had to be. Because I remember it being senior year. Because me and a couple kids used to talk about it. Dude, I mean, there's no reason for Grand Theft Auto not to be it. It's just shit.
That's
Right.
how you know. You know, going from 2 avid gamers to someone who like, you know, you said yourself you didn't really play that often.
Right. I play, but
And
not
all
definitely not
three,
as much as you guys.
all 3 of us were like, "Yo, GTA was the shit."
Right,
Yeah.
it's just it is that
Yeah.
good.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Do you guys want to take a
Number
guess? Do you guys have
one.
any idea?
Is it like a newer game or an older game?
It's
Like,
a
give us-
series.
Give us like a system.
It's a series.
Series.
I only play PlayStation. You know that.
No, but like I meant like PS3.
It really broke my heart to not include the Hitman series
That was one of my honorable mentions.
because I love Hitman.
And so
Blood
is
Money.
Metal Gear. What
And
the
I-
fuck, dude? I
Metal
can't
Gear
talk at
Solid?
all.
And it really hurt
Metal
me.
Gear
And it
Solid.
really hurt me not to include the Uncharted series because I loved Uncharted. And Uncharted 2 is by far the best one, even though the one that just came out for PS4 was incredible.
I got 2 solid honorable mentions.
Go
by the
ahead.
way.
Fuck it.
So go ahead. Let's hear number 1 over there.
What are your honorable mentions first?
No.
Okay.
We're running.
Metal
Come on.
Gear Solid 3,
Yeah, see?
Snake Eater,
Yep.
is by far the best game. The gap between 1 and Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater, and Red Dead Redemption is not even fucking close. Metal Gear Solid, like, I almost want to add other Metal Gear Solids in, but, like, you just have to pick one. Like, Metal Gear Solid 3 was so fucking good. It blew my fucking... First of all, the whole series is great. The character Snake...
See,
And
I
all the
played
characters-
number 1 and that was it. I still remember the fucking first episode where you're fucking inching along the side of the building. You got to pick a fucking lock.
You can hide in a fucking cardboard box. And then
Yep.
number 2 was so good. Number 3 and 2 were so good. Like 2 was called Sons of Liberty. It was so fucking good. That was for PS2. But Metal Gear Solid 3 was for PS3. Came out in I guess 2004. This one I want to give a shout out to Kev Gallagher. If he listens, if not, I got to fucking tag him in a picture of it. Because it was his game. He let me borrow. He's like, dude, just play this. I'm like, I'm not playing this shit. Like, I played number 2. It was really good. I don't know. For some reason, I didn't feel like playing it. I played it. I literally beat the game in a week. And I called him after I beat the game. And we had a phone on the telephone, hard line. We had a phone conversation about Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater for 45 minutes.
The game that we both beat, so we know everything that we're
Right.
talking
It
about.
was so...
Oh, remember when you had to do this?
Dude,
Oh,
it
shit, that was
starts
awesome.
off, you're in like the fucking jungle kind of. I don't know if it's like the Vietnam era. Because it's all like kind of futuristic, but not really futuristic. because there's like machines and shit in
Yeah.
it. But like, it's so good. And I played other ones too for like PS4 and PS3 and shit. Like,
That's why I played I bought the Phantom
yeah, there's
Pain
so many
one.
different ones where like he's old and then like half of them get robots and shit, and they're all good and shit. But like nothing can compete with Metal Gear Solid 3. It was so good. And at the end, so like you beat the game and literally like the credits roll, but it shows you like a timeline before the credits. And it's like 1970 something or 1969. This happened, blah blah blah, and it just shows you what happens to like all the characters or like events and shit. And it's like, oh, Ava's never seen again from 1971 on it, dude. It is so fucking good. I can't believe I didn't even bring up a picture, dude. Oh, actually, you know what? I might even get a snake tattoo on me now that I'm thinking about it.
Fuck it.
No, seriously, why not?
Running out of space, though.
So honorable mentions
You can do yours. I
Yeah.
basically did mine like throughout the.
throughout the thing. All right, so my number 1, NBA Street.
Oh, I didn't do sports
Sports.
games, but it's so good.
NBA Street. I remember playing
Bonafide.
that like non-stop.
Fuck yeah.
And then my next one would be just because for some reason when you said Metal Gear Solid, it like kind of popped into my head. It wasn't like a crazy game that I loved, but it was a game that was like iconic to me. Twisted Metal.
Yes.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yes.
Oh
100%.
shit, I forgot about
Fucking
Twisted Metal.
ice cream truck, dude.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was a beast.
Oh yeah. You couldn't fucking beat him.
No.
That's why you were him.
Throw Crash Bandicoot in that bitch.
Oh
Fuck yeah.
man.
Give me 5-1. A little recap.
5-1. All right, so I got number 5, PUBG.
Yep.
Number 4, GTA. Is that how we're doing this? Right.
I
Yeah,
think my
yeah,
computer's
yeah.
dying or something. Like nothing's
number
working.
3, Need for Speed Underground 2.
It's not working, right?
Number 2, Tony Hawk's Underground
Yes.
2.
Loved it.
And then Call of Duty 4, but the Call of Duty GTA and Call of Duty both series
Fuck yeah.
completely.
My number 5 is the NHL franchise.
Mm-hmm.
19, 18, 17, 16, 15. You guys get it.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, Red Dead Redemption.
Of course.
Number 3, GoldenEye 007.
Great
Love it.
Number 2, Super Mario 64. And number 1 is the Grand Theft Auto series. Again,
Just pick
5, 4.
pick whatever one you want. They're all great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My 5 is Tony Hawk Underground 2. Batman Arkham City. The whole fucking Batman series, if you could play it, do it. Number 3 was Vice City. Obviously, Grand Theft Auto, the whole fucking series. 2 is Red Dead Redemption. And 1 was Metal Gear Solid. And you know what other one honorable mention? I didn't want to do sports games, but Jake brought it up before he left.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
NCAA football.
Fuck yeah,
14.
dude.
That
It's such a
Heisman-
fucking shame. Have you watched
God damn it!
Have you watched Ballers this season?
No, I don't have HBO because I'm broke.
So this season like kind of went into like towards the end of it like kind of got like serious. They started talking about like Ricky's like taking
Have you
it.
listened to our Embler episode where he kind of breaks down the NCAA as much as he knows?
Mm-mm.
Ricky's like taking a knee and shit like that, and like they're setting up funds
Oh,
for
Jesus.
it, like, and then Spencer takes on the NCAA, and the whole time I'm watching, I'm thinking like, dude, if they could just pay these athletes and then start another video game, I'm buying it.
Man,
I'm buying it.
I'm in.
I'll give that money directly to the athletes. I don't give a fuck who it goes to, but I'll give it to them because I want to buy
I'm a
it.
big FIFA fan.
Oh, FIFA's incredible.
I used to love FIFA, and then I just fucking stopped playing it. I don't know why.
FIFA's dirty now. But yeah, I think the next
Because FIFA and NHL were up there with me because they're nonstop action. Where like Madden stops, you have to pick a play.
yeah.
NBA like just fucking sometimes takes too long and shit. And then the show and stuff like that, like baseball fucking
I
boring.
we talked about this I think the other day.
Freak style.
The new 2K where you can go and fucking play in the playground.
Yes.
and you
Two
can play.
guy
I-
basketball.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
They call it the
think
playground, right?
I haven't
Yeah.
played. I haven't bought a sports game in forever because I like first-person shooters. That's like what I like.
Right.
I might buy that solely because I think it's how cool it is that you can just go and play and talk shit like as if you're at a playground.
Right. It's like 3-on-3.
And on top of that,
That's the one
Yeah,
I got.
how
The
big-
one I got the beta for.
Mm-hmm.
how
Yeah.
big the game is right now. Like
Right.
there's pro teams that have actual teams who play that
Right.
for money.
Right. Philly does.
I know Toronto does. Everybody
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, because I saw an article about how like they were winning a tournament or something like that back
Mhm.
like I don't know.
That's like intriguing me to do that solely because of how big it is, and 2 because of that little mode where you can go and just just play for shits and gigs. And
Right,
talk
it's a whole
shit.
separate game.
I think that's
like
so
2K
dope.
Playground or something.
Dude,
like
it's
that.
so fun. But like I said, people don't pass you the fucking ball, dude. It's like I'm
Don't
fucking
suck, dude.
like yo. I know, I guess.
Let's get better at it. You ready to go, dude?
This one was so fun. This was a
Yeah.
really good one.
We could have talked for.
Hey, Bert, this podcast ain't going anywhere. Come on, whenever the fuck you
yeah,
want.
be here.
hold on. What's the goal again? What Chelsea said?
Oh yeah. If we get 25,000 followers on Instagram, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh my god, you're just a little fucking dummy from. We get 25,000 followers. I'm getting the logo tattooed on me.
On your face. That's what we said, right?
Stop it.
Right
Stop
where
it.
Post Malone has always tired.
Yeah.
I'm getting this.
You're gonna have the logo as teardrops.
I'm gonna get the logo tattooed on me, and there's no ifs or whats about it.
Where? Where are you putting it? How big?
Probably as big as this sticker.
5x5? Is that 4x4?
4x4. That's a good size, right?
Yeah.
Or you could just do the garage with Evan and Friends in the top logo.
Right, like the center part of
Yeah,
the logo.
just the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead
No,
of
no, I
So
went
there's-
I went the whole circle.
There's the whole
okay.
circle. The circle
That's
means
you.
something to you.
That's you. That's you.
Get it. I'll get it somewhere. We'll figure it out.
It's a circle. It has no corners.
Anything else, Bert?
That's it, dog.
Do your Twitch shit. Shout it out.
All right, so you can follow me at twitch.tv/I'm Mike Bert with no spaces. That's IMMIKEBERT.
Love it. Right, Rick?
You can check me out at Podcast Garage.
The same shit you can check us out at. Yeah. Podcast Garage on Instagram. Again, give another shout out to our girl Kelly who packed and cut these stickers for us at Sticker Mule. At Sticker Mule on Instagram, stickermule.com to get some stickers. It's fucking great. I loved it. Follow us on iTunes, Podbean, Google Play,
The
Napster,
podcastgarage.com.
Kaza, LimeWire.
Napster.
I love it all, guys.
LimeWire.
Hit
If
us
you-
up. Hit us. Write some reviews. Anything on our Instagram. Anything on our whatever. Please just contact us. We want to be interactive. Tell us you hate me. Tell me
He hate me.
he
If
hate
we-
me. I
if
don't
you-
give a shit.
If you got
What's your
shirts from our-
5 favorite games? I don't care. Just mention shit to us.
if you got shirts from our campaign.
Oh my
just
god,
say
yo!
hi.
If you ordered shirts for our campaign, thank you very much. The campaign's over. We're gonna start them. We're gonna do them once a month. It's not like you're never gonna not be able to get a shirt, huh?
Should send the pictures of them wearing the shirts.
Oh
so you
yeah, yeah.
can
If you're
upload.
wearing a shirt, absolutely tag us in it. Blah blah blah. Whatever you want to do, we will put
Maybe-
you on our thing.
Yeah, maybe we'll put you on our thing and have you on the podcast.
Yeah, come on the pod. Like I said, if you want to be on the podcast, reach out to me. I ain't scared. I don't give a shit. We got guests lined up. There's people. I can't. We don't want to say their name in case
Yeah,
they
we're
don't
set.
come on.
We're set for like a month. I
Yeah, we
think.
got a bunch of people coming out. People are reaching out to us. I'm excited, and we appreciate the listeners we have. I hope we get more. And boy,
Oh, are we doing another one? Because they're not out of the fridge yet, man. Cold. They're gonna be cold.
We'll fade out of it.
They're gonna be cold, man. I don't want it. I don't want it. Can you put them? You have a microwave? Did you
Snuggle bunnies, do you
Did you bring a microwave?
Dude, see, there's so much shit that could have been said. Probably not radio.
No, fuck yeah, it's radio. It's all radio, baby. Do you want to lay or do you want to play? Like I said, Bert is my oldest friend. We have stories on top of stories. Bert's dad is Richard Gere.
Is this your fork?
Is this your phone? Oh my God, Bert! Bert will be back on again soon because we are not done. We have too much to talk about.
Too much.
We have 27
Rick's
years.
like, go fuck myself. I just won't talk for the rest of
we
Yeah,
have,
dude, fuck.
we have 27 years of stories. His dad used to take us down the shore all the fucking
White
time.
socks and strap sandals.
His dad's
You or him?
game was nuts. The hairiest toes you'll ever see in your fucking life. Fucking Jesus sandals, Velcroed. He had airwalks. We'll get it. Dude, I love your dad. He came to the wedding.
He did.
He came to the wedding
He was
looking like
drinking, too.
looking like a stud. Why wouldn't
was
he?
drinking.
All right, boys. Thank you. We
Going
love
going
yous.
out with a
Bert,
T.
I love you. Rick, I love you.
Oi.
All the listeners, I love yous.
Peace.
Until next time.
Later.